HH, I gotta say that your boy Adolf is rolling in his grave right now because Germany have Sane, Gnabry.
Well, I did, but I smoked. I already told you.
You smoked once. You smoked once.
Is your name Brian?
No.
Okay.
That was random as hell, bro.
It's my narrative. So
You know what else you need?
what?
I need daddy. I need daddy.
Guys, what up? It's the kid here coming at you for another beautiful, amazing Sunday Hangout. So guys, what's going to be on the show tonight, man? Let's just give it just a little gander, man. We're going to talk about the FA Cup. I think we need to address Queen Lizzie. I think Queen Lizzie called me and Queen Lizzie said, yo, half up, I'm not really liking how you're operating with my cup. So we're going to talk about Queen Lizzie. We're going to talk about Queen Elizabeth II and talk about, does the FA Cup still have its magic? Obviously addressing Arsenal taking an L, Tottenham almost taking an L, and things to look forward to with regards to the FA Cup. Like, how relevant is the FA Cup in big 2022? We're going to talk about why Mourinho has been hijacked and why he truly is the GOAT. So I'm going to make a case as to why he's actually more amazing than I think he is, and I think we need to induct Roma's badge. So we're going to touch upon Italy and talk about why they might as well call the league because Inter have already won that damn league. There's nothing else to play for. Top four is freaking irrelevant. PSG, the street said address PSG, and we're going to address PSG. You know, is Pochettino the right dude? Should he still carry on? But last I checked, I think these guys are still 11 points ahead, so they're not in any danger whatsoever in the freaking Uber Eats. And then we're gonna rest upon the Afcon, a roundup of day one of the African Nations Cup, where your boys Cape Verde and Cameroon said what's up, and we'll also look ahead to Ghana, Morocco, Nigeria, Egypt, and the other games to come forth, man. So a little Afcon discussion. So I've got my amazing panel here with me. How is everybody doing? Is everybody in good health? Has everybody taken their vegetables?
We're doing good.
We blessed.
Absolutely terrible.
I'm doing good, bro.
Okay, so we're gonna roll first too with let's talk about Queen Lizzie. Let's talk about Queen Lizzie now. So guys, the FA Cup, and you know what, guys, this is gonna be very in your face, bada bing, bada boom, nothing crazy. So I'm gonna just put this out there. Shout out to the streets. Remember, guys, streets. Those are the guys in the chats. Keep it civil, keep it cool, keep the jokes flying. You know, keep things nice and humorous. And remember, if there's anything you want to send through, use the super chats. We call them dubs here, and then we'll send it through. As long as you're not English Talents FC or Daddy Ooze, feel free to send in those dubs, and then we will read those things as soon as possible. So I want to just put this out. You know what? I'm going to come first to Magpie Studio, who I think represents England the best out of everyone here in this community. So I think he is well versed in answering this question. Magpie Studio in 2022, because I know you're someone who's seen a lot. You know, you've been around the block. You've been around the block. You know, I don't want to reveal your age, but Magpie Studio, you've been around the block. You know, so in 2022, is the magic of the FA Cup still there? Is the FA Cup still as big a trophy as they make it out to be? Talk to me.
I mean, just us, Cambridge United, man. I mean, we took that L. Just, you know, so to them, to Cambridge, you know, it was all good. You know, we should have won that game. We didn't win that game. We're now out of the FA Cup. It is what it is, you know. So, yeah, I think that.
No, I mean, but is the FA Cup still a big deal? Like, forget about for the smaller team. Of course, it means a big thing for the smaller team in the sense of, oh my gosh, I'm playing at Stamford Bridge, I'm playing at Old Trafford, blah, 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 and all the money. But is it still like, man, you know, winning the FA Cup is a big deal? Like, does that magic and that Salini still exist?
No, because ultimately the origin of the reason why we had the FA Cup in the first place was because every cup represents something, and ultimately the reason why you have the FA Cup is that it's supposed to symbolize that you are the best team in that country. So in years past, when there wasn't that really much difference between the different divisions, it meant more because, like, it wasn't unheard of for a team in Division 3 to be a team in Division 1 because the difficulty skill level between the different divisions was like not that much. Whereas now, there's obviously a massive difference. Well, I say that in theory, there's a massive difference between the Premier League quality teams and the Championship, the EFL, and so on and so forth. We've obviously seen today that there clearly isn't because Arsenal, Newcastle, and
wait, sorry, my question. Wait, are you under the blankets or something? It seems like if you're like, it seems like if like the hostage have given you like 2 minutes to be in a hangout before they take you back into holding or something.
I'm trying to keep my voice down. I'm not trying to speak loud. That's why.
Okay, sorry. Okay,
Okay. So, but yeah, in basically what I'm saying is that, like, no, it doesn't have the same significance because at the end of the day, the difficulty level in the Premier League is much higher than the first division. So the symbolism of the FA Cup doesn't mean anything because ultimately the best team in the country is the person who wins the Premier League, not the person who wins the FA Cup anymore. That said, if you want to have a legitimate treble, you need the FA Cup. So therefore, Pep Guardiola's domestic treble isn't a thing. There's no such thing as a domestic treble. You have to have a treble in the FA Cup.
So what you're saying is that the only use of the FA Cup is to present a treble. The FA Cup by itself is as good as groundnut.
Pretty much, unless you want a Europa League spot. Which is another reason. If you win the FA Cup, you get Europa League.
Likewise, I find that very anti-English, very, very, very anti-English of you, man. And I'm disappointed in your assessment.
No, it is what it is. Just out of curiosity, I mean, obviously as a Newcastle fan, have Chelsea won a treble?
Have Chelsea completed the trophies of like all the trophies to be? No, Chelsea. So
no. I mean, have Chelsea won?
Chelsea champions.
Sorry, let me just get that translator up. Let me just get that translator up.
Champions League, an FA Cup. They've won a Europa League. They've won the league. They've won the old
domestic.
League Cup. They've won the Cup. Have United won the Cup Cup?
Domestic double into treble. Where is that translated?
Newcastle United haven't. That's what I'm asking. As a fellow.
No, but I'm saying, have United won the Cup Cup though?
You mean Newcastle United? We've not won the Cup Winners' Cup. Can
you see your man here? He's so embarrassed to represent United. He has created a split personality,
he is representing United. He is representing Newcastle United.
I'm representing Newcastle United, man. So I was just asking a legitimate question. So, but it sounds like you're not sure, but that's fine. You can move on, HH.
I want to come to Abdul. Is your mic working there? Abdul.
Yeah, bro.
So Abdul, so you're someone who, of course, you're outside of England. You've got like a doctorate in philosophy and human sciences and so forth. So obviously, you're a very intelligent man and so forth who's really been around. I think you got like a Nobel Prize like a few years ago. So you're obviously a genius in your own right. FA Cup.
Also president.
And I know. Okay, relax. That's what I'm going to give you. So FA Cup. In your mind, as a Danish dude, how do you view the FA Cup? Is it? Did you feel that it's a big major trophy?
I've lived in England, though. I've lived in England.
Okay.
But bro, like,
is the magic there? Is the magic still there? Does the magic exist still?
No, it doesn't exist, and the reason why is because the teams, the big clubs, they disrespect these competitions. And they disrespect them by starting their B teams in them. It's disrespectful. Like, you don't see. Like, I remember United in 2020, I think it was against Chelsea. Semi-final, bro. They rotated in the semi-final against Chelsea at Wembley. Like, they played that B team. And that's disrespectful, you know what I mean, to the competition. And it devalues the competition. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, nowadays, like, top 4 is more valuable than an FA Cup.
So you're saying that Arsenal shouldn't feel bothered that they lost to Morecambe and Wise at the FA Cup?
For today, like, it's embarrassing for Arsenal. It's embarrassing to lose to to like a championship team. You know
God
what I mean?
damn, Abdul, man, your mic, man. What the hell?
Yo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't know, but your mic is just trying to say what's up. But yeah, continue, man.
Yeah, no,
Everyone's being held hostage.
Yeah, I don't like. What's
No, what I was trying to say is
something
that
happening?
it's embarrassing. You know, it's embarrassing losing to a championship team. But like, let's be honest here. Arsenal, all they care about is top four. Like they do. The only disappointment in today is they are officially going to go trophyless this season because I can't see them beating Liverpool. You know what I mean? And they're not winning the Prem. So
Well, look, I mean, it depends. I mean, like, what if Liverpool don't play their full now? If they turn up against Chelsea, I think we'll say we'll turn them over. So like so I can see that, but there is no reason why they can't beat Liverpool. Like they're not beating us in the final. That's real talk. But they could make the final. They could definitely make the final.
I don't think so. They lost against Nottingham Forest today.
Who was in their team? Was it the team they'll play against Liverpool because it's the semis? It's going to be far stronger than playing freaking Morecambe and Wise. You're not going to play all your big guns against Morecambe and Wise because you expect to beat Morecambe and Wise with like your third string test tube starting 11. So,
I mean, in the words of Molly May, they just got to believe in themselves. You know what I mean? And put in work 24 hours in a day.
Who the hell is Molly May? Is that a pop star?
Nah, it's a meme.
Okay, fine. I don't want to know.
No, but like
all I know is Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, and on those dudes, man. All these.
all jokes aside.
Keep. I'll keep Thriller. Don't stop till you get enough, and you keep Molly Mimi and all that kind of stuff, and Dua Lipa. You can keep Dua Lipa, man.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, bro, Arsenal, the top four trophy that they created, bro, is more valuable than the FA Cup now, bro.
No, but you know, as sick as it is, but I think the thing is about you have to live in England. I think for England are history merchants and they're sentimental merchants. So for England, they really push this whole FA Cup thing because it's like I think it's the oldest domestic cup trophy in football. And my thing is that like years ago, I was like, oh yeah, I really bought into it. But I think in 2022, and as you said, you can blame Wenger. I think getting top four is a higher priority than winning an FA Cup. Because Arsenal won the FA Cup recently. And if you ask Arsenal, would you trade the FA Cup you won years ago for finishing top four and entering into the Champions League? They're like, yeah. The trophies are well and good. We want to be in that Champions League because we won that money and we won that freaking exposure. What exposure do you get for winning the FA Cup? Now, people say, what means more, having a trophy in your cabinet or getting pimp-smacked, test-tubed, and devalued in the UCL? People are like, okay, winning a trophy, that's something tangible. But so what if you get bent over and test-tubed? We're still in the Champions League, and that is still exposure. Let me come to your boy LSK. So LSK, talk to me, man. As a guy who, what's it called, pledges allegiance to the Queen, pledges allegiance to the Crown, and would give your life and your blood for the soil known as Great Britain. FA Cup, does it still live? Can you go against what Mark and Abdullah said and give us an argument for why the FA Cup still needs to be respected as something as a member of the Crown?
First of all, I respect Queen Lizzie but I'm unfortunately out of town right now. I'm not actually in the UK, so anything I say.
Oh, someone's getting that money, man. Okay.
Anything I say, it's off the record. So, but I mean the FA Cup. See, it's right now. It's just a Disney Plus thing, bro. Like, there's no prestige. You know what I mean? Like, amongst the traditional fans, of course, it'll always be that tournament. But right now, it's just again what Magpie said. It's just something you need to fulfill a bigger goal. So, aka the treble or doing a domestic double. That's essentially what it is. But listen, shout out to the small team. Preston today, they did that. I mean, listen, bro, Arsenal. Who's that? Who's that?
I mean, like, But don't they have a European Cup, Nottingham Forest?
No, they do. They do.
House have two European Cups.
That's why
two.
I didn't address it. I didn't address it.
Just
two European Cups.
So, YSK, can you just ask the host? How many European Cups does his team as well? Do they have a similar amount?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Just to clarify that with the host, YSK, please. Go on.
They're as big as each other. They're as big as each other.
Childish, man. So childish, man.
Yeah. No. Who is that? Who is Arsenal's left back? That roadman. Tavares or whatever the hell it is. That dude, I heard he got subbed at like before 30 minutes or something like that. So that roadman is different, bro. But yeah, but Arsenal losing to these guys. It's big because of the heritage that they have. Really, I mean, right now Arsenal is a football team. They it doesn't surprise me that they do lose to these teams, but right now it's just a Disney Plus thing. There's really no real prestige behind it, and but I tell you what though, because I mean this FA Cup this year is pretty much Liverpool's to lose. Because I don't see United are getting knocked out by Aston Villa tomorrow.
No. Don't do that, bro. You guys need to against Aston Villa.
And London Blues, I think, are still in this after
Chelsea Football Club, Chelsea FC.
A magnificent performance against
Chelsea I don't know.
Magnificent.
I don't know. No. What? I'm sick and tired. You know what? We can have a few jokes and ha. I laugh, but
yeah, no. So as I was saying, London Blues yesterday, London Blues beat Gloucestershire the cheesemakers.
You can't disrespect the Champions winners like that. So
the CCL champs. Chat, get it trending, man. Get it trending.
Chat, don't be a bunch of losers, man. Wait, Waska, are you done? So I can move on from you.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can do it.
So, who else wants to talk on the FA Cup, or can we move on? Anyone wants to chip in on this whole FA Cup? All right,
we can move on.
Wait, did someone just?
Can I talk about it?
Cool, go for it.
Yeah. For me, I don't think it's bigger than the UCL. I think English people are leaning Dreamland.
Hold on. You said you don't think it's bigger than.
No, it's not. No, it's just not. I guarantee you, it's just not.
But Cole, you shouldn't even mention the UCL and FA Cup in the same sentence. That's what I'm saying. So.
No. But the thing is, whenever I do that, especially with my cousin, he says that a lot of English fans think that the FA Cup is more, historic than the Champions League. So they don't really rate the Champions League. So when I tell them that, bro, then they're brain dead, because the Champions League is like the bread and butter of European club football. You see, so for me personally, I think the FA Cup for me, the England one, I think is better than the German FA Cup and the Spanish FA Cup. This is how I see it. But in terms of comparing it to English Premier League and Champions League, I don't think you can compare them. Okay. I don't think they're in the same sentence. Yeah.
Any thoughts on this, TJ? Any thoughts on this FA Cup before we move on?
I'd rather win FA Cup than Champions League, to be fair. That's what I see.
Wait, TJ, you're a City fan?
I know why.
You're a City fan.
Nah, it's true. It's a better competition, more prestige.
That's because you can't win it.
Nah, UCL is just a farmer's cup. Nobody wants to win that.
I agree. AJ, drop the break.
No, I don't. Okay, wait. All right, TJ, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Lenoir, FA Cup, briefly, thoughts on this, man?
Yo, AJ, can you hear me?
Keep talking, man. Keep talking.
Oh yeah. So, I think
I didn't crack a joke, but fine, fair enough.
Okay. So I think the FA Cup is a bum ass trophy. It needs to be removed. It just takes up time, like it's a Mickey Mouse trophy. So yeah.
Jesus. All right. Thank you, man. Let's say on this. From Miguel Rabines, who says, former European champions beat the team that has never won European trophies. Even Forest fans were chanting, champions of Europe, you'll never sing that. No, look, man, I mean, for Arsenal, you see, here's the thing. I'll be real with you. I don't give a damn that Nottingham Forest won the European Cup in the 1700s. I mean, no disrespect.
Two European Cups. Two.
In the 1700s. I know two. How many? Mark was 5, 6 in the 1700s. How many UCLs do they have? Was that?
Sorry,
0.
how many UCLs? How many UCLs does London Blues have in 132 years? In 132 years, how many UCLs does London Blues have?
Bro, the champions happened in the early 90s.
Don't do that, HH. Come on, you can't discredit a club for what they have accomplished.
No, how many?
There's the European Cup.
Literally what you're doing.
Bro, someone sends me a clip on Twitter of the European Cup in the 1960s. A dude literally just did a shoulder
that was the Real Madrid. That was the Real
Madrid. Given as a penalty. Show me that European Cup run, and then let me assess whether it counts or not, because I cannot vouch for referees in the 1700s and so forth. So I'll say again,
football was just shit back then, man. We can't compare it.
So look, Nottingham Forest, well done to European Cups. How many UCLs do you have? 0. We have 2.
We're the same thing, bro.
Technically 4. We have 2, technically 4.
No, you don't.
Technically 4. How? Where's the technicality?
Barcelona robbed them.
Shut up.
Okay, Molly May Hague. I don't know who this is. All team has 90 minutes and 11 players. Chelsea will win the UCL. Molly May Hague. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Fair enough. Chelsea win the UCL.
Casey, thank you for the dub, Casey. Watch the English game. FA Cup is important for football history. You have to respect if you are about the game. Brits, Scots developed the game. That's a fact. Casey, that is a great point that you made. And I think that is a point that I fully respect, and I truly appreciate your approach towards this. But Casey, as right as you are, in 2022, what do people care about? What do the streets care about?
Money.
The UCL?
FA Cup, bro.
The league? The UCL, the league? And if you can win a treble.
That's part treble.
What do you think if the FA Cup definitely needs to be changed? And Magpie Studio brought up that you get rewarded a Europa League spot if you win. I think for the FA Cup to be somewhat more relevant, I mean, if we're going to be honest, it's only a first division team that's going to win. What you can do with all the domestic competitions is drop that reward of the Europa League spot and give them the final Champions League spot instead of making a top 4, because now the top 3 team goes and whoever finishes 4 doesn't get that guaranteed league spot.
That's a good one, I think.
Yeah, no. I think for sure. I think there has to be much more of an incentive, I believe, because my thing is, at the end of the day, football is still a business. Club football is a business. It's a business. Why do people want to get to top 4? Not because, I like that UCL badge on our logo. No, you want to get into terms because of the amount of money that you receive, because of how lucrative it is. So for Arsenal, they know that they never want to win the UCL, but just being there is a huge injection of money that helps to balance the books. You winning the FA Cup, how much money do you earn for winning the FA Cup? What, like £5, £10? How much do you get?
Just look at the difference.
You probably earn the same as winning Serie A, to be honest.
You know, we should look at the difference. If you manage to win the Europa League.
Sorry.
Don't do it. That's messed up. From this is not okay. I don't know who this is, man. Half-Hopes, I don't know who this is. 2 sentences in life: Half-Hope not paying child support, and Abdul saying, all jokes aside, every other sentence. Abdul, why do you always say this every single sentence, bro?
Answer the first one first.
Abdul, why do you keep on saying all? So Abdul, why do you try to crack a joke? You laugh at the joke, no one else laughs, and then you then say all jokes aside.
I mean, all jokes aside, I say it
Abdul, can I just say that if, let's say, someone offered you a chance to be a stand-up comic, punch them in the face. Punch them in the face, because I think no, Abdul, you have a future in football analysis, and I think you sound like a smart, intelligent guy. Comedy, I'm not sure is your thing. I think if you're a stand-up comic, someone will take a shotgun and blow your head off. Personally speaking, so your boy Sage. TJ, the cousin Cole was talking about. What? Wait, Cole, is TJ your cousin?
No, he's not.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I think that's his. I think that's a name, like a stage name, like TJ the cousin. I think it's like a stage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Casey says FA Cup is easily more historic than UCL, not bigger. I know it is, but who cares? Champions League was only just invented like in the early 90s. But Champions League is way more relevant than the FA Cup. So, wait, history doesn't mean much. History is respect and so forth. In 2022, you're not telling me an FA Cup is bigger than a league title or a Champions League. You're not telling me.
Sorry, just on that point, how many league titles does London Blues have exactly?
6, bro. 6.
12.
It's the same number as their relegations.
So single figures.
12. I said 12. Yeah, answer. I said we have 12.
Single figures.
Casey,
Chelsea only have 6 league titles.
Casey, Magpie Studio. Can you, can you, what's this called? It's called restraints. Casey says Double H is right. The European Cup was trash compared to the Libertadores. Context is needed. Liverpool, Villa, Nottingham Forest, torn apart by Latin teams. Look what Zico did to Liverpool. Oh no, that's true. No, which is why I say that. We can't be revisionist when we talk about Pele, because Pele used to be that dude, even if he didn't play in Europe. So back in the 60s, South America used to say was more so than Europe. So guys, I think it's time
Mourinho
to get
talk?
real.
Is it Mourinho talk yet? I want to get started on that.
No, it's not. What do you mean by Mourinho?
I want to talk about Mourinho.
No. Okay, I run things here, most. I say what was going to be said. We're not doing any Mourinho.
You have to democracy, HH.
We're not doing it. Yeah, democracy.
This is not a democracy. This is a dictatorship.
Guys, look here. I'm look. No.
Hey, let's go.
This guy's a fraud.
Let me. So, guys, I was right. I was right. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Let me tell you why Mourinho is the GOAT. He failed at Man United. Last I checked, Magpie Studio, you fake ass Newcastle fan. I know RDS is there. So if RDS is there, put it on speaker. Let RDS listen to this whole thing.
Can I just clarify?
No,
No, just a question.
No.
Just a quick question.
No. La. Now, put it on the speaker. La. So, now, why is you're not here? I keep on asking United fans that, when last did you win a major trophy? I keep asking you.
Can I
2017.
And I think it was Mourinho that won it. I think it was this dude. He's the last guy that won a major trophy. Since then, have you won a trophy? Have you won a trophy? I don't think so. So he's been the most successful. I digress. Next thing. Spurs.
I have a receipt.
Oh my gosh.
I have a receipt. If you want me to just play this receipt, go on.
Let me land. So he goes to Tottenham Hotspur. They've never won a trophy and so forth. It's tough as hard. He takes them to a final. He would have beaten Pep. He's beaten Pep before already. He was about to beat Pep and deliver them a trophy. What happens? Levy, that piece of crap, that's utter piece of crap, useless, disgusting loser who deserves everything that's happening right now, decides to sack me before the final and they go and screw up. Conte now comes out and say, yeah, these guys are a bunch of bombs. They almost lost to freaking Morecambe. Conte's come out and said, oh, bro, this isn't done. This is impossible. and we now here at Roma. Mourinho has done everything right. Mourinho won that game against Juve. He won. No, Mourinho won the game. As a manager, and this is called the Maguire complex. It's called the Maguire complex. If a player does dumbass, stupid things, that's not on the manager. You hold the manager to the fire if the team isn't saying what's up. If the team is flopping. But if the player decides to take a key, unlock their skull, take out their brain, use it as a bowling ball, throw it away, unlock their brain, and engages in a football match without that pink thing inside their skull, that's not the manager's fault. Because the manager says, do all of you guys have your brains? Yes, we do. Now, if you lie that you didn't put your brain before the match, that's not the manager. It's not. Roma's players, they're brainless. They're crap. They're beta males. There are no alphas there. They're horrible. And I feel sorry for Uncle Mo. Because all this time, you losers try to make me think, wait, hold on, no, wait, hold on. Wait. You losers. You losers wanted me to excommunicate Mourinho. And I almost listened to you. I almost listened to you pathetic losers in the chat. But I have seen the light. It wasn't Mourinho. Mourinho he's engaging in Dodd. He's engaging in Dodd. Because there are some managers who are spoon-fed. Some managers who get everything given to them. Who don't do any management. You have all the money in the world, you have all the players in the world. Give Mourinho the kind of players some of his managers have, he wins you trebles every year. Every year. He took scraps. He won the Europa League with scraps at United. Scraps. He was about to win the FA Cup with scraps at Spurs. Roma, I don't even know that I can call this scraps. So, who wants to apologize to Mourinho? Who wants to speak this guy?
I want to speak as well.
To Mourinho.
I just make a point. It's just a brief point.
Studio. What do you want? What do you want? What the hell do you want?
Just allow me to just make just a brief point. Okay, if you can. No. One second.
Oh,
actually, shame you. Because I said don't start with Lukaku. Martial, Lingard, Mata. And some dude said, my God, you wouldn't start with Lukaku. What kind of thing? How do you not start with Lukaku and play Martial as striker? Lukaku is garbage. He's trash. He's crap. And it makes me physically ill just watching how bad he is. He's just so bad. And I think the thing that aggravates me is I know he's bad. Everybody knows he's bad. We all know he's bad. So, Mourinho, why do you persist? You persist.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you bought him. Because you bought him, you don't want to admit that you made a flop of a buy. So you continue playing when you have a guy who all he contributes to were 2 assists to the opposition side. But for Mourinho, I'm done with you.
My point, shut it off. Turn it off.
Standing behind Lukaku like that when I told you not to treated Martial, a guy who should be a number one focal point striker, a guy who should really pretty much be proper protecting. Get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. If you come out the post-match conference with some kind of a crap, it's kind of complete nonsense and uselessness about, it should have been more added on time, that was a penalty. Man, it just makes you look like a complete idiot, man. A complete fool.
I'm going to respond to this. Marcus, can you turn this off?
So just
can I respond? No. I want to respond. Marcus, I want to respond to that right now. I want to respond to that right now. So, guys, first of all,
complete fool and complete idiot.
Do you know why? Do you know why I find receipts sad? We're gonna have a new rule with receipts.
It's all about receipts.
No. This is the new rule with receipts now. Every time you play receipts, you must give me the date of the receipt.
No, the key thing is the
No. This is the new rule. Every time you play receipts, I want the dates, guys. That's
why
from like
why I played that receipt, HH, is that you mentioned Mourinho. Your starting pitch was Mourinho at Manchester United. Therefore, I brought you a conversation, a statement, a clip, as you will, of something that you said while Mourinho was at Manchester United. It's as simple as that. And from what you said, a full, done, finished, and so on. It is what it is, HH. So it wasn't my words; it were your words.
And
he got sacked by United.
And I said no.
He got sacked by Chelsea. He got sacked. By
wait, no, hold up. I said that because I was angry. I was emotional. So at that point, I was emotional and I was not thinking straight.
Okay.
Unlike people, I'm human, and as human beings, we're emotional beings.
Yes.
Why didn't you play the clip the very next day where I said, "Oh, that's what I said yesterday"? I was angry. You see, that's it's funny. You pick clips to make me look bad, but you never actually pick. You don't play the entirety of the whole thing.
I'm just curious to see what the streets
so
think.
You cherry pick things to try to push your dumbass narrative.
There's no narrative. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Talk about Mourinho, man.
No. Just I'm just the chat seemed to be
the chat. They're losers. Forget those clowns.
So I'll carry on with what you obviously said, HH, about the fact that tactically this guy is a fraud, because that's essentially the essence of that clip, is that tactically Mourinho was a fraud, and he's continued that. He was obviously sacked by Chelsea Football Club for almost getting them relegated. He came to United. He won trophies, fair play to him. Almost got us relegated as well. Sacked by Spurs after that by
won the league.
He won the league, I think, with Chelsea. Obviously, that's the second time he came back.
2014-15.
Roma.
Wait, was he sacked before the final?
Sorry?
Was he sacked before he could play Final Four?
Yeah, he was sacked before the Spurs, which was done by Daniel Levy. But he's at Roma now. He's tried his best. I mean, you're right. This wasn't completely his fault. It wasn't his fault at all. But Mourinho, I just think he's past his best. Let's just keep it a stack. Like he's past his best. It is what it is.
Okay. Magpies. Did you watch the Roma Juve game?
I did watch the Roma Juve game. And
how is that on Mourinho, a guy missing a penalty? How is it on Mourinho, guys who don't know how to play football? How is that on Mourinho?
I mean, they shouldn't have conceded. I mean, one at one point, I think they were like 3-0 up, 3-1 up.
They were 3-1.
3-1 up, and then
because the players are trash.
And then it goes to 4-3.
Because the players are trash.
Yes, the players. It's not about the players are trash though. Like HH. Tactically, you have to be able to do something to arrange that. It's the players and it's the manager. Okay, so yes, De Ligt was a brick. So shout out to De Ligt. Netherlands # red card again. And they missed the penalty. But at the end of the day, like it's on the players, yes, but it's on the manager as well, man. Like you conceded 3 goals for it to be 4-3. So that said, I would love him at Newcastle United. So all that said, come to Newcastle, Jose. Come to Newcastle.
No.
That's it.
No, it's in my fight. I'm going to phone Mourinho tomorrow and say that if Newcastle approach you, don't come because of people like you.
We'll give him the money to spend.
Because of people like you.
He'll love Newcastle. We'll give him the money. We'll give him the money that he needs to get what he wants.
Can I also speak on him?
Can I speak on this?
All right, Suleiman, talk to me, man.
Could you click on the guy on my AVH real quick?
Now.
Come on, HH. Let's do it. Don't be afraid. Click on it. Is he better than this guy? Let's have an honest conversation.
That's Setien.
That is Setien at Liga.
You see, Suleiman, don't be disrespectful, Suleiman. Don't be disrespectful.
It's gonna get disrespectful.
Suleiman, I'm telling you right now, don't be disrespectful.
Okay, so the argument is, you talked about Dud and Mourinho. I mean, if you want to talk about Dud, I mean, Setien got Lugo promoted for the first time. And so what was Mourinho's Dud, really? I mean, he had world-class players everywhere he went, whether it was Chelsea, whether it was Inter. So, I mean...
He didn't have World Cup at FC Porto?
No.
And he took scraps to a league title when in his second stint at Chelsea, and he created Chelsea from scratch.
No, fair enough. But could you answer why he lost 6-1?
What year that was, H?
Why did he lose?
Hold on, Solomon. Wait, what were you asking?
Why did he concede 6 goals to what's it called again? Bodo/Glimt. They can't even figure out
a Wi-Fi password.
It's a bad day at the office.
Bad day at the office.
It's a bad day at the office. No, but Solomon, my thing right now is that are you telling me that Roma lost that game because of Mourinho or because those players are trash?
Both of them. The players were trash. The guy, what's the defender's name? Ibnez, whatever his name is. He's you got to induct that man, HH. But Mourinho, I mean, are you saying Mourinho is completely faultless? Because he's the one that picked the formation. He's the one that give the players instructions. I mean, you have to put some blame on him as well. You can't every time Mourinho loses a game, you can't just blame the players because then you're being biased. So I mean, Mourinho's been finished for a while. There's a reason why he's at Roma, who finished place last season. So yeah, it's good to see this guy fail. He denied us.
Jamal took over.
Yeah. You know, I wasn't gonna come tonight, but actually, when I heard this topic, I said I'm only coming for this topic, man. Mourinho. We're gonna do a little game. When did he win Chelsea that title back to back?
Oh,
what year it was?
I think was it 05?
Yeah, 05. When did he win the Champions League with Porto?
04.
When did he win the league with Real Madrid?
2012.
2012.
And when did he win the Champions League with Inter Milan?
2010.
You realize we're in 2022, right?
He won the league with Chelsea in 2015.
Wait, can I wait? Jamal, can I respond? Jamal, my thing is Jamal. Mourinho is building a resume. And his resume is, I've done that. Give me star players, I'll give you a treble, as he did with Inter. He now says, let me now take a bunch of losers and overachieve with them. Roma, these guys are losers. And I believe he's overachieving with them. The fact that he's even flirting with top four, with players who are clearly brainless, shows you his managerial acumen. Because at the end of the day, as I said, Jamal, the last manager to win a trophy for that bombers club known as Bomchester United is Mourinho. Ever since Mourinho has left, the club has been going steadily down, declining.
I agree with you with that.
Mark Price, can you mute your mic, please? Jamal, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. And you look at Tottenham. Conte has come out and said Mourinho was right.
Yeah, they said that.
Yeah, it's like these guys are far away. So Mourinho is clear. And as Roma now, Jamal, what the hell is he supposed to do with these players? Jamal, did Mourinho tell Pellegrini to miss that penalty? Did he say, Pellegrini, I want you to miss this penalty that could make this game 4-4? Did he? No.
Every single manager is dependent on players.
But wait, guys, let me learn. Yeah, that was a great passion speech for Mourinho. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do there. But sorry, this guy lost to a Wi-Fi password. This guy lost to a guy who was in jail. And I'm sorry, all these achievements, what he did, is irrelevant now. The word for Mourinho is irrelevant. You know what Mourinho is like? He's like the granddad that goes to the shop, that buys Viagra, and says, let's run it back. I'm sorry. It's done. It's done. And yeah, man, before I go, I just want to say, you said what? Arsenal can beat Liverpool. Are you mad? Over 2 legs? I'm sorry. No, that's not happening. We're in the final. Bro. Arsenal are not beaten.
So if you don't make the final, then we're going to come back to this all day. So
we're in the final. Arsenal are not touching us.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, man, guys, peace out. Have a great show, and guys, smash the like button, man. He works hard for you guys. So let's smash the like button.
You're blessed, man.
Can I talk about Mourinho? I swear to God, I'm not gonna pick on him.
See, man, you better relax.
No, I just want to talk about a manager whose time is up. It's been up for quite a while, and this is the thing, man. Every manager has their moments, whether it's Arsenal Wenger.
Hold up. Demon, who are you to say that his time is up? Wait, who are you exactly to say that his time is up?
Okay, what club does he play for? What club does he manage? What club does he manage?
Do you know what challenge means? Do you know what I want to challenge myself?
Okay, HH. We can agree that it's a challenge if you take on it, if you want to. He had no other ties to other clubs. This was it for him. This is the level he's at. So it happens to all managers. HH. It happened to Fergie. It happened to Arsenal Wenger, and it's happened to him right now, bro. And it's just like you talk about the quality of the players, but aren't the quality of the players are reflectant on where the manager's at? And this guy's in a downward. You just look at the fact that he went from Man United trying to rebuild them. It's like this guy doesn't clearly have a future, and I just feel like, this guy. If you're a manager, we always talk about finding solutions, regardless of the situation you find yourself in. We've criticized many managers for that, and that's the case right now. He should be criticized for that because at the end of the day, you can say these players are just poor. They don't have quality, but then again, bro, it's like you're there to manage situations. That's what makes a manager. So he hasn't done that. So, Mourinho, his time is up, and I wish him the best in his next club.
Can I speak on Uncle Mo, please?
Me too.
No.
I want to.
I think it's important for YSK to speak because Mo didn't manage their
I mean, you can speak, but I say no. But speaking for him, I'm saying that you shouldn't. But
YSK, if you could reference,
can we show some respect to Uncle Mo? Like just someone.
Mute your mic.
Uncle Mo, man. Ever since the London Blues mutiny,
can you be respectful to the last manager who's won a trophy?
Ever since the London Blues mutiny, and the guy who was at the centerpiece of that mutiny, Fatsad, who's still on single figures for goals and assists since signing for Real Madrid 3 years ago. Since that particular event, Uncle Mo has been on a downward spiral. Now, albeit he did win a trophy at United, that's very true. But since then, he's lost to again mentioned by the guys a Wi-Fi password, managers in prison, and now that he's in a position where he's losing 3-1 leads in the second half. So
at
now,
home, don't remember at home.
At home, yeah. So now here's the thing, though.
Wait, Solomon, when did he become YSK's hype man?
Suleiman is his own guy, man.
No, he's not. You have taken him under your wing, man.
Yes. So the thing is, now I would agree with the whole Pellegrini penalty and everything, because I mean, what can Uncle Mo do about that? But I'm a student of the game, and the GOAT football analyst told me this, and I'm just going by what he said.
It's greatly appreciated. I'm sure that you like me, when I laugh, and you like the very, quick 5-6 minute things and everything. That's just to introduce you in. Now you're in. Things change slightly. Apologies if you're not really ready for the change. Let me just explain it to you. I've got no time for jokes anymore. Because the comedy stops, the laughs stop. This gets very serious. So again, sorry if you want the comedic half of that laughed and wants to crack jokes. I'm sorry, that stops now. This is the more serious half hope. Hashtag no excuses. So what does the hashtag no excuses mean fully? Because you don't say, whoa, half hope. You keep saying this hashtag. The hashtag no excuses, this means that get it done. It means find a way. It means that it doesn't matter. There are no excuses. Get it
done. So most of you guys in the streets will remember the hashtag no excuses. It is something that Have Hope preached on about for years. Now, again, if this wasn't a thing now, as he is the GOAT football analyst, and I take by what he says goes. unfortunately, Uncle Mo, this is hashtag no excuses. Get it done. Find a way. That's what I was told. So Pellegrini, penalty miss, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Dealing with bricks, it doesn't matter.
But why skip? What about
It does,
hashtag
though.
full
It does.
strength? What about hashtag full strength though?
We'll come. No. That hashtag only applies to London Blues, and that's it. That's it. So
no.
But the thing is, the hashtag.
You have to stop saying this whole London Blues thing. I actually find it offensive. I find it.
Yeah, same.
Like,
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
respect London
We sound like
It
a
only-
hospital,
it
man,
only-
and not a football club.
I can let many things slide, but you're talking about the Champions League winners. Can you please, like,
London
CCO,
Blues.
CCO.
So hashtag no excuse, Uncle Mo. But hey, if Newcastle want and Magpie want him, I say that's a good move.
I do.
Let's see Uncle Mo with unlimited
not
cash.
touching Newcastle.
Let's see Uncle Mo with unlimited
Wesley
cash.
Jackson.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
He's not touching Newcastle United.
HH, can I speak on
But
this?
you said he wanted better players.
Can I speak on this? Yeah.
Mike. Wait, let me just take some dubs and I'll come to you guys. Zima Mitchell, Mike. From Daddy Oos, who I told Trip Tin Pot United's formation is 4-2-2s. Moo is finished. Okay, thank you, bro. Thank you for that, man. From R, I'm not that stupid. I'm not reading your name. From R says, didn't Mourinho lose 5-0 to Barca in 2010? Oops, sorry. He also ran Pep out of Spain and ended tiki-taka. I know.
Well, he didn't.
No, he did not.
He really didn't.
So,
This is a result, but carry on.
Abracadabra says, Korea goal of the season. HH induct Pellegrini, the guy. Pellegrini, I think because he let down Mourinho, I'm putting him on the review.
Did you see that Correa goal? Did you see that goal by Correa?
Pope's White's abandoned child. Oh. Dad, come home. Don't play child support. I pay for that. Jesus, I mean, what the fuck?
Pavel, why is your child white?
No, that's not my child.
He flirts with colonists.
That's not my child.
He likes the occasion.
Casey says Mourinho spend is the highest, which is a lie. Been finished since the Real
Facts.
Sacco, which is a lie. Casey is a Barca fan, and he is saying this from a Barca space because Mourinho ended tiki-taka and ran Pep out of Spain and forced Pep into a sabbatical. Casey is saying this from an angry place. Casey,
He's having 2012 PTSD.
Ended tiki-taka. I get it, I understand it. And
I mean, doesn't Man City still play the same
Can
thing?
you speak treble? They don't understand you.
I get it. I understand.
Talking singles.
Jose Mario Dos Santos Mourinho. Hey, Lagpie or RDS, mind your language. Are you listening? Marcus, I listen. I listen. It says mind your language and learn. Marcus, I listen to this. Learn to respect. Marcus, I listen to this right now. Don't invite a receipt on you. I might be Newcastle's new coach, by the way. How was your Cambridge exam? Marcus, did you listen to this? Marcus, you listen? Are you listening?
All I'll say is, Uncle Mo, if you want to come to Newcastle United, we'll give you limited money. You can spend.
He's going
and
nowhere.
You can make us bigger than Chelsea Football Club.
Mr.
So you
Hussein.
come here. You come.
Mr. Hussein. Mr. Hussein. Mourinho will be.
That's not funny. I'll take that.
Mr. Hussein, you're a man. Daddy U says Mourinho spent 210.5 million on Paul. Well, that's Daddy U. Wait, who taught him math?
That's a Tesco.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not a lie.
Is there a Tesco kit somewhere? Like, is there a football team out with Tesco's?
Like Detroit's Rock City, who tried to throw himself out the window when Chelsea beat Bayern in the 2012 UCL final, said, "LL, your Uncle Mo agenda belongs in the Brick Academy."
Facts.
True. Well, that may be false, but at least I didn't try to throw myself out the window because my team lost a final. So there you go. Jose Mario Dos Santos Mourinho is saying, Mr. Jamal, Pep's last UCL was in 2011. We are in.
Speak on it.
That's not entirely the same.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Is that painful? Is that painful?
No, that's not the same because he's actually won a league title.
Huh?
He won league. He's won league titles.
Tell me a manager that's won a UCL with Porto. Tell me a manager
was
who's in
one
Porto.
with the what? Oh, okay. Oh, so I think they're both on the same level. Okay, yeah. Darius, Boots outspent Pep career-wise to 1 point. Darius, can you form sentences, please?
This is true, eh? By the way.
This is false.
This is actually true.
It's not.
This is actually false. This is BS.
Jose Mourinho says United's DNA passion chose Pogba over Melrose. Oh, over me. How's it going? It's going pretty bad. It's going pretty bad. Mourinho said, I will not accept any recruits against my nephew, HH. Thank you, Mourinho. I'm not your nephew. And from Latin Losario, whose club faces criminal charges for falsifying documents, and whose club regularly pay referees to give them penalties.
Sorry, as a Newcastle fan, didn't Juventus finish above Chelsea in the UCL?
And so forth, and whose club are lucky that most teams in Syria, because they're bankrupt, can easily beat them. Latin Losario says, Mourinho is hot garbage. It's over, according to you, and no one cares what you think, Latin Losario. So what if you saying that Mourinho is finished means nothing because your word doesn't mean anything? Loses to a Wi-Fi password? No. That was he put in a D-string team in the Europa Conference on top of losing in Europe to a club whose manager was getting rich around.
Larry Lane tax, by the way. Larry Lane tax.
Now below 3-1 lead. Actually, no. Wait, that prison game that you guys reference didn't Kane miss an open goal?
Facts.
So you had 2 legs.
Eric Dyer went to the toilet in the middle of the match.
Oops. Didn't he miss an open goal? Oops.
Where was this energy for Lampard?
Oops.
And didn't their team have...
Don't bring up Francis, please. Do not bring up
where
Francis.
was this energy for Lampard, bro? He did it like
Who's
his
that?
squad wasn't performing up to par, man.
Francis was never a manager. What are you on about, man?
There's no doubt what the manager was in jail.
Oh, yes. Okay. I think actually no, I don't think it is. It is Mourinho done and dusted. He's finished. He's finished, HH. I'm sorry. I'll be honest with you here. This Disney Plus story that people have been having in their heads for years upon years is now over, HH. We're no more in 2004. We're no more in 2015. We're no more there. We're no more with the Inter Milan in 2010. It's a new era. Football has evolved and changed. So, yeah, I'm sorry. He's finished. He's done, dusted.
Can I say cool?
Ricardo.
Yeah.
Wait,
Z-Man, he talked already. Ricardo, talk over these guys.
No, I just want to say, man, look, Mourinho, he's washed, man. Like, it's over. He's been washed for a while now. No, he's washed for a while.
Doesn't mean he's washed. So
okay, now listen up. He hasn't been the same since the Real Madrid time. Like that took a lot out of him.
Didn't he win a trophy with United?
Can you wait? Then he went on to win a league title with Chelsea. But I mean, who was he really facing at that time? Pellegrini. Arsenal were actually a top 4 club then, top 3 actually. United were in the mix. I mean, there was no club then. Van Gaal was the United manager. So I mean, how great was that title really?
Wait, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying that he's garbage and he's washed up. He's living off reputation. No, he did not end anything. Because as long as I'm concerned, Man City.
Well, he ran Pep. Wait, why did Pep leave Spain? Because of Mourinho?
No, this is Rosal. He's the president. If anything,
Ricardo, I
get
it. Mourinho, you have an argument against Mourinho because he ran Pep at the time.
So he beat him. He beat him in one league title, and that automatically ran him out. But he couldn't do it in the Champions League. And while Guardiola was running circles around him in La Liga, but he beats him.
You're forgetting a CL.
Wait, what? What's CL? What's CL at Real Madrid? What?
I mean, he almost got it.
Inter.
Oh, almost.
Inter.
Yeah, almost. He almost won the CL.
Wait,
But yeah,
has-
man, the guy's.
Wait,
I think we're getting Inter.
Ricardo, can you talk about the best moments for Mourinho, considering he's a dead manager?
Oh yeah,
Show
yeah,
some
yeah.
respect.
Best moments.
Yeah.
I remember the best moments over a decade ago.
I think the
it's
best
been-
one
it's
I
been a long
recall
time.
is when he got into that coach with that Chelsea doctor. You know,
Yeah,
like,
Oh,
he
yes,
got into
yes,
a fight,
yes,
you know,
yes,
like
yes.
The way he handled that was absolutely
Magpie,
amazing.
you're sick in the head.
Magpie's
Yeah.
studio, man.
that was
No,
great.
that's a great point.
Like,
That
was
no,
that was
HH,
highlights,
that's
man, highlights.
HH, that's a great point because that's the best thing he's done since Real Madrid. It's bigger than the Chelsea title. It's bigger than the Chelsea title.
The best moments when he got the best out of William.
Ricardo, wait.
Yeah,
Who has gotten the most points ever in La Liga?
Well,
Which manager was that?
It was both Mourinho and Barcelona did it too. So it's not like he stands alone.
Who turned CR7 to the goal scorer? Who turned him?
That wasn't that was not.
Yeah, that was
what's it called?
Mourinho. So basically,
No, that was not Mourinho.
Yeah,
it was Mourinho.
Who made
Yeah, it
CR7?
was.
See, do you know what I find funny is?
What do you find funny? Tell me.
I find funny is there is. I think it is jealousy. I think because of Mourinho's character and so forth, people love to see him fail. And I liken it to Hazard. And I think the reason why you guys are so obsessed with Hazard and Mourinho, it's only envy and jealousy. There is jealousy towards Mourinho because he ran Pep out of town and Pep was supposed to take over the whole of football, but Mourinho said, no, that's not happening. Jealousy towards Hazard because Hazard was the best player at a World Cup and superseded it goes against people's narratives. That's what
I want Hazard and Mourinho at my club. I want Hazard and Mourinho at my club.
Can you pull up my picture? Can you pull up my picture?
Is this pornography?
No, obviously not. This was actually
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Yeah. No disrespect.
What's it called? Let me take some of these other doors, man. What the hell? From your boy Jose Mourinho, sir. I think my players are trash. I think I will leave. No, you will not leave, Mourinho. You will only leave if PSG offer you the job to remind people why you're that dude. I'm tired of the abuse. Casey says Xavi is a point behind Simeone with under 19s in a team. Simeone is a fraud. We know this and we accept this. He's always been a fraud. From Daddy Oos, Mourinho has outspent Pep career-wise 1.6 billion over 1.5 billion. I get my records from a nursery book and so forth. So that is you got this from kindergarten, did you?
No, but you know it's weird though.
Unless and give me hardcore evidence, this is caps. I'm not believing this thing.
No, even if he has, didn't Mourinho start like a good 5-6 years before Pep? So I mean that's a lot of years. So that doesn't really make any sense.
Bro, Pep lived off oil money, man. So I don't even know what this guy is saying. Chris, Mourinho's next job will be my managing and now let me remember people like Chris is a Barca fan. Chris is a Barca fan. He has a personal agenda against things. So
I'm not gonna lie, I would take him as Nigeria coach right now.
He's my Ghanaian brother. My Ghanaian brother. I know him.
Osman Jelani. Xavi is getting results with a damaged Barcelona team, sitting 1 to 2 points from top 4. Mourinho is sitting mid-table. Xavi over Mourinho. Now, here's the thing right now. You see, do you know what I find funny?
Let's just relax,
what I find funny is, let's see. You see, Barca fans are now really excited. Oh, jeez, look.
Yeah.
Let's see what some of that, because I would want to know that if Barca end up not finishing top 4 or winning Europa League, I want to know what the conversation will be then. That's what I don't know. So enough of this crap from you. Has everyone spoken? Good, everyone has spoken. So
I mean, I just came in, so yeah. Right.
Speak on it.
Okay, so I'm not trying to
be positive towards Mourinho, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, no, I mean it's more centered with Afcon and like African stuff, but
Oh no, that's absolute. But this is about Mourinho and why people are abusing him and so forth.
Can I speak?
I mean, I think I think it has to do with his ego, because like, especially like what he said to Wenger, back in 2014. Was it 2014?
He's a voyeur.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that rubbed people like the wrong way. I mean, and like personally, like for me, like you have to act professional, I guess, in the workplace.
Yeah, because Wenger's a loser. That's why.
People are too soft. So.
But but
Sorry,
once
sorry,
you know,
Dag, are you an Arsenal fan, Dag? Is that why I rubbed you the wrong way?
Oh no. I mean, I'm not
Okay.
Arsenal fan. I mean, I'm a decent United fan. But
Okay.
yeah, but like I said, I think that rub people the wrong way because like, you're supposed to act professional. You're not supposed to be like a big jerk. And so once he started to lose and find his way, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of take some pleasure in that. I mean, I'm not like a guy that likes to see people lose all the time, but people like Troy Deeney, Mourinho, when they kind of fail, I'm like, yes, because they're kind of jerks in my opinion. But yeah.
Who was the other guy that wanted to speak on this?
Yeah, it's just me.
Wait, can I go after Lenoir?
Sure. Talk.
Yeah, so it's just let me answer your question by giving you a question. If Tuchel was sacked right now, would you want Mourinho?
What the fuck? What kind of question is that?
That's a very good
Answer the question,
It's a
man.
very good
That's
question.
a valid question.
That's a very
That's
good
a that's a
question.
HH. That's a fantastic question. That's a fantastic.
That is nowhere near fantastic. That is BS.
Let HH answer it, please. Everyone,
Would you
be
take
quiet.
Uncle Mo and Hazard back? Go on.
Yeah, it's a package deal. It's a package deal.
Indeed.
So what's the can they ask the question? Can they ask the question again? What's the question?
If Tuchel was sacked right now, would you want Mourinho?
And his first transfer window move is getting back Hazard.
Now here's the thing. I know you're trying to trap me.
There's no
And
trap.
you won't
Yes
trap
or
me.
no, man.
I know you're trying to trap me, and you won't trap me. So I'm going to answer this very, very carefully and slowly. Where Chelsea are right now, with the young players they have, this would not be the right time or right group of players for Mourinho to come in towards.
Pi HH, tell us.
Wait, so basically he's finished?
He doesn't have it anymore.
I will answer your question again.
Plead the fifth.
For this particular group of players, specifically of their very young age, it is a wrong fit for a Mourinho to come in and say what's up with these particular group of players.
Can you clarify the players that are young in the squad? Because last time checked, Kante, Kovacic, Aspilicueta,
Pulisic is young.
Lukaku,
Mount,
No, but
Pulisic
HH,
is young.
Timo
Is young.
Lukaku is not young.
Christensen is young. All those guys.
They're not really. You got three young players. That's about it.
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva's not old. He's quite old.
It's a young. It's
got
a young
three young
squad.
players in your team. And you can't handle that. It's interesting.
But HH, you said that Mourinho made Cristiano the GOAT. Can he turn Pulisic into the GOAT?
How old was Cristiano when he was at Real Madrid? How old was he?
He's like 24, I think. 24.
But aren't these young players
No, he was
experienced?
like
They won the
27.
Champions League, right?
Exactly.
So whoever answered quickly, I'm answering your question now. What points were you trying to make?
So basically, Mourinho's finished.
That's what I said. It was
honestly, wait, let me talk real quick. I think honestly, Mourinho's biggest problem is that I think he just chose the wrong clubs to go to after that Chelsea season. I think honestly, what he should have done is he should have left the Premier League at that point, and honestly, he should have just probably went to like a PSG because I remember what PSG fired Block that season. Like, he should have went to PSG and maybe just like stock up some league titles, so that way he has something to throw around if he wants to go to another club. They're like, because if you look at it this way, right? Let's keep it a buck. He hasn't won a league title in 7 years because he took on projects that he really shouldn't have been bothering. Like why did he go to Man United when they've been the drizzling shit since 2013? I don't know. Why did he go to freaking Tottenham when they literally were off to getting a Champions League and having the worst start under Pochettino since 2015? I don't know. Why is he at Roma? I do not know. I cannot tell you. So he's given himself way too much work to do, and he can't do it. So now whether or not he's even finished, he's gonna look finished just by the optics of it. So it is what it is.
I mean, I can see your point because, like, as you said, like Man United, I feel like it's just too much pressure with what you said were happening. Tottenham again didn't really make any sense. I mean, I do think he does fit Roma because like they're a club where as long as they make top four and get going Champions League, that's it. So I think that's not a bad choice. But I do agree. Like, I didn't. I mean, for me personally, like I didn't want him to go to Man U after Van Gaal. So I think Laurent Blanc would have been a better fit because he's a former Man U player. Had success with PSG here and there. But yeah, I mean, I do agree. I feel like he's taking the wrong project, and also feel like because he's such like a big media personality, like within England, I feel like maybe that strokes his ego even more. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why he always wants to be fine. I mean, who knows? Maybe in 2 years we see him managing Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Because he just loves the Premier
If
League
he
so much.
manages
But
Arsenal,
he doesn't.
the irony of him managing Arsenal will be too hilarious.
No,
I
I
swear.
don't, I don't think
Wait, let
he
me take some
fits
dog.
Arsenal's project.
Hold on. Let me take
To be
some dog.
honest with you.
All right, what's this? Daddy Ooze says a lot of yes. Yeah, dummy. Do you know inflation? Daddy Ooze, do you know how to read a spreadsheet? And do you know how to do math? Learn how to freaking do the math. Then get back to me, man. Psycho. Tapio Muzaman, thank you for the drop, Tapio, man. No jealousy. We all still respect Nkumu. We just ask you keep the same energy for him and Zad that you keep for everyone else. Tapio, I do. I feel that I'm fully fair with everyone else, and I feel that I keep the same energy with Mourinho than I do with everyone else. Because my thing is, Pep gets a lot of passes. We still haven't actually fully dissected what happened to Pep in our UCL final. We've just brushed it aside. But we've not actually sat down and said, wait a minute, how did Pep lose to those dudes and took the UCL final? We've not addressed that.
I think
we've addressed that, haven't we?
My thing is that Pep can easily get embarrassed in the UCL final after spending trillions. And no one talks about it. But we will all abuse, insult Mourinho for literally trying to win with a bunch of sideshows. Give Mourinho that Pep team. Bro, he wins the UCL in at least 2 years.
Okay,
How many years right now? How many years right now for Pep? It's 5 years right now. He still hasn't won a freaking UCL.
HH, how do you know that?
Let me ask you a question.
He made the final.
He wins the UCL in at least minimum
Wait,
2 years.
let me ask you a question. If Mourinho loses a quarterfinal like 5-1 on aggregate in a Champions League quarterfinal, will we ever let that down?
How do you mean?
No, I'm supporting your point because I'm saying because you know how you said Pep fails a lot and no one no one's. I mean, this dude literally lost to Liverpool 5-1 in a quarterfinal. No one I've never heard anyone
No, because the whole point is that people want Pep to succeed and they don't want Mourinho to succeed. And football has always favored Pep. That's the whole point. And I think that
No.
Ever since Mourinho did what he did to Pep,
let's be real.
He was an inconvenience bully.
Mourinho's style football is boring, and Pep is, fun.
In these hangouts, we've criticized Pep for losing finals, for losing quarterfinals. But when it comes to Mourinho, it feels like he's a protected class.
Exactly.
Especially on this channel. How come we've never spoken on the fact that Mourinho never got that Champions League with Real Madrid?
Can I
Chelsea.
No, hold on. Oh yeah, he never. Oh my god, it's so bad. How did he know? Oh wait, penalty shootout. Who missed the penalties? Who?
Doesn't matter. He had more than one.
Chelsea.
Who missed the penalties?
He had more than one chance.
Who missed the penalties?
Naldo.
Thank you. Not the third. HH, a participation merchant? No. Putting the best participants at a World Cup above trophies. Give Coutinho his flowers then because he has a UCL treble, Copa, and was named in the 2018 World Cup FIFA Dream Team. Vlad the third. Maybe you're referring to Hazard here. Hazard, via the eye test, was the best player at the World Cup. He won the eye test award. He won the eye test award for the best player at the World Cup. That's not being a participant. That's just you were the best player via the freaking eye test. So, and I'm not giving freaking Coutinho any flowers. No, Coutinho was he just rode the coattails of Bayern Munich. He didn't. All he contributed was a freaking 8-2 beatdown. So if anything, that he should give that medal back. So he didn't really make any major. He made no major contribution to that treble. Put it that way. So
wait. Let me ask you something. If Hazard was so good in that World Cup, why didn't he help Belgium get to the final?
Do you want me to respond to you?
Yes, please.
Ask the industry plants known as De Bruyne, who dropped a disaster class in that semi. Eden Hazard was Hazard against 11 men. One man against
can you
11 men.
clarify what
While
Hazard did against?
the runner dropped a cast to ghost disaster. Hazard was by himself and had zero help. If that industry plans who losers try to compare to Pogba showed up, of course they beat France.
But didn't De Bruyne drop a G against Brazil? What did Hazard do? Hashtag get it done.
Did you watch the full game? Did you watch the full game?
No, but what I did saw is De Bruyne scored.
Quarterfinal than De Bruyne did in that.
Oh, he scored.
Hazard was by himself.
He scored. He scored.
Can AJ clarify what Hazard was doing when they lost to Wales in the Euros, though? Because last I checked, Wales the team that
He had a part-time job. He was a DJ, man.
Mourinho should go and manage Cape Verde or Somalia. Martin Rosario, relax, chill. And Martin Rosario, wait. Your club is getting done for theft and fraud. Focus on fraud. Focus on fraud. And fire ZVC says best player in World Cup 18. There is a way because he was. Guys, look. Let's now move to our favorite topic right now. Move to our favorite topic right now because I don't wanna shout so much. See guys, why do you make me shout? I don't like shouting.
You were fighting shadows. You were fighting no one.
I don't like shouting, but you guys just make me angry. Let me now calm myself. So let's talk about now. We can all agree on this, which is PSG and LSG. See now. I put out a tweet and I said, okay, guys, this is the topics for tonight and so forth. Anything I'm missing? And guys said, oh, PSG. I was like, PSG, okay, right. So look up the scoreline. They drew 1-0. Okay. Then I look at the Uber Eats table. Bro, like, these guys are still 11 points clear. And here's the thing. It's too late. It's too late. They have to face Real Madrid. February is coming. And guys, I'm literally counting down the days until that's February. February 15, Feb 1-5. Feb 1-5. Feb 1-5. Feb 1-5. It all goes down. That's first leg. Real Madrid against PSG. It is too late to sack Pochettino. It's too late for any changes to happen. So we are going full steam ahead here. So I'll present it to the audience, man. Do you guys still feel that Pochettino is the wrong man for PSG? Or rather, can we stop? And this is the same thing it's the same thing that happened at United. Is this all Pochettino's fault? Or are these players being protected? So when Messi drops 0 goals, 0 assists, and a disaster class in an Uber Eats game, it's Poch's fault. Is it always Pochettino's fault? Or are the players not really executing his plan well enough?
Hey, should I go first on this?
Ricardo, man, go for it, bro.
All right, so I do agree that there's some point that it can be on the players. However, since Pochettino has taken in the job, he hasn't improved PSG in any way, shape, or form. If anything, they've regressed since Tuchel, because this was going on before they even had Messi, before they had Donnarumma, before they had Hakimi and like Nunmensch. Like, he doesn't improve these guys. I will give him some credit. I do see the level of a tactician he can be in games when he needs to make a judgments, because they have paid off. Because I believe a big reason why PSG are even in first place this season is because the amount of late goals they have scored in the first half of the season. However, he's relying a lot on individual talent to get him where he is. There hasn't been one game so far where he has been completely in control of a game and just dominated throughout the course of 90 minutes.
But Ricardo, shouldn't that individual talents be able to step up against guys who sell croissants and pan chocolate?
Well, I mean, sure, but at the same time, I think, with Messi going to PSG, there's a lot more eyes, not only on PSG, but on Ligue 1, at least for myself. And I'll be honest, I think Ligue 1 is actually a better league than it's given credit for. I'm not saying it's a great league, but it's definitely not as bad as people make it out to be. There's a lot of quality talent in that
Ricardo,
league.
don't do that. Ricardo, people were not saying that when that Messi transfer was.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Now it's not as bad. Before Messi was signed, it was like, oh my God, Messi is going to give birth to this league. My
Well,
God,
no, there were some. Well, there were some people who said some crazy shit, which obviously is not realistic. Yeah, I mean, I heard that too. But let's be honest, like, Ligue 1 is. We can make fun of it all we want, and it's fun because I mean, who the hell names a league called Uber Eats? But the league is actually not as bad. And to be fair, on technicality, they are actually leading every top 5 league in terms of coefficiency for the European competitions. So I mean, how much can we really diss the league? Now, I'm not saying that's an excuse for Pochettino because he should be doing better, but this team cannot get any better with Pochettino. And the fact that we've been almost a year now and they've barely.
So you're saying that there is no chance Pochettino leads these guys to a UCL?
Personally, I don't think so. The only way this happens is if some divine miracle where the individual talent just takes it and they win it. But can that happen? I mean, they have the players, but I don't see it. They need a manager who can conjure this up together, because a part of being a great manager is obviously getting the pieces and putting it together. And Pochettino isn't that guy. It's that simple.
All right, before I come to hold on. Let me just take some of these jobs before I come to you guys, man.
Okay.
From Nello M says, relax, baby. I'm relaxed. Just that, people are trying to piss me off. But I'm always relaxed. I'm always chilled. I'm chilled. I'm zen. Nello, I'm always zen. From Samasi, thank you for the dub. Didn't win a UCL with Bayern, plus had fights with the medical staff so much that the head doctor of Bayern quit because he wanted to play players who are injured. Guys, who do you think this is referring to? Pep Guardiola. Why don't we ever talk about Pep? 3 years. You took over a team that won a treble. In 3 years, you couldn't even make a UCL final.
Has he ever lost to?
Okay, to be fair though, Real Madrid and Barcelona
No, don't change. He took over a team who won a treble the year before. In 3 years, did he reach a UCL final? What's that? Huh? No, wait, what? In 3 years, he reached a UCL final with a treble winning team?
Yeah, that's a good question, HH. Did Real Madrid make a final with Mourinho?
Do you want me to respond? Can I respond?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mourinho took them to penalties. Penalties is no longer his fault. Every time Pep lost, it was fully his fault. Penalties, you can't blame it on the manager. Did Mourinho tell Kaka to miss the penalty? Did Mourinho tell Cristiano to miss the penalty? In the 3 matches, in the 3 times that Pep got knocked out, you were soundly beaten. You got your ass handed to you by Barca, your ass handed to you by Real Madrid, and how did you not be able to beat Atletico Madrid?
But didn't Dortmund also
nobody
do
speaks
something
on
to
it
Madrid
because
as well?
people favor Pep over Mourinho, and he gets preferential treatment.
Okay, but Dortmund also beat Madrid. I mean, quite handsomely as well.
Lewandowski tax.
Okay.
Mr. Hussein, who said, ironically, Mourinho has become a special. Well, that's relative, bro. That's relative. It's relative. Rodrigo Roda says, Mullen on severance package committing fraud.
It's true. It's true. So true. He gets sacked everywhere. He gets paid out millions.
Magpies.
PSG have got nothing on us. Bring on February. Hey, that rhymes, man. That rhymes. Hey. Okay, who else wants to talk on this whole Pochettino thing?
Can I just ask one quick question? I'm not going to speak for long.
Man.
Just
feel free, man.
Just one quick question, and it's just to the whole panel and also to the chat. Can you just clarify with me, just one, if you can, how many goals and assists does Messi have at Uber Eats as of January 2022?
2 combined.
3 goals, 4 assists.
3 goals and 4. So since signing for
PSG, what about UCL?
As of January 22 in League I just wanted to clarify the stats. As of January 22, as of League 1, how many goals and assists does Lionel Messi have for PSG in Liga?
1 goal and 2 assists. 1 goal, 2 assists, I believe.
I think
it's 1 goal and 4 assists in League 1.
Yeah. How many appearances? Is it 10?
10.
I swear to God, if he has like 1 goal, 1 assist.
Where are you going at with this question? What are you
No,
trying to
no.
do?
I'm just. It's just. All I'm saying is that like I just remember that in the summer when we were talking about Messi and how there was this overwhelming sense that he was going to destroy League One, and it is what it is.
Where's that, by the way? Where's that?
And every single time, a month, 2 months, it was like he's gonna pop off, he's gonna pop off, he's gonna pop off. And I just want to kind of know when that popping off is gonna start, because
Okay, can I
we're in
respond?
January now. So
Marcus,
when is that gonna happen?
Can I fight for Messi? Let me fight for Messi's corner.
Okay.
Now, Michael, let me present you a scenario. What if this was a scenario? He ends up with like 5 goals in Uber Eats. Jesus. He scores in pretty much every game in the knockouts, scores in the final, and they win the Champions League. Will it matter what he did in Uber Eats if that happens?
Oh, of course not. If he wins the Champions League for PSG, it won't matter because he's done his objective. My concern is that right now, Fred at Manchester United has more league goals than Messi does at Liga. That's just a worry. You know what I mean?
I think Eugene has more goals.
Honestly, though, what I will say though is,
to be fair, Fred is world class.
That's a very faulty kind of, because he's like, oh, like if they win the Champions League, right, then like how badly he did in League doesn't matter, right? Like it won't matter to the casuals, but like that winning champ doesn't really negate the fact that he still didn't do good in what you consider a worse league with the best team inside league.
No. SK, let's be real.
No, I'm not talking about for his legacy.
No.
I know for his legacy, like obviously, yeah, like no one's gonna care. I'm talking about like within people actually paying attention though. Like that's still
doesn't matter. No, but see, as I say, we have to be realistic. Let's say he ends up with 3 goals in total in the Uber Eats, but he leads PSG to the Champions League. Nobody will care about what he did in the freaking league, because as I've always said that, bro, no one. I'm sorry. Like, okay, again, I want to be respectful, but no one cares what PSG doing League On.
Exactly. We saw it in 17, 18, 18.
But my issue here is that if now this is which is why Feb 1-5 is so dangerous. Which is why Real Madrid, because I am now fearful, because Real Madrid, that's an obstacle. Now they can beat them, they can lose them, because if PSG get knocked out in the round of 16 and homeboy gives me like 5-6 G's in Uber Eats and round of 16 in the PSG, we're having a 7-day stream.
Wait, what did you say, Church?
That means you can't get protected anymore if that happens.
No, because see, Sage, I don't want that for Messi. See, for me, that's why.
You don't want that for Messi.
You don't want that for Messi.
But you have an agenda towards Neymar and Cristiano.
Bro, that's game, bro. I can't wait.
It's crazy. It's just I've always knew you like Messi, man.
What if Mbappe is the one that carries PSG to the CEO and not Messi?
I always knew you didn't. I always knew it was Ronaldo that you.
The more,
honestly, I wouldn't even mind.
The more games that pass, bro. The more games that pass, it's looking like Real Madrid.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
One at a time. Vilton, speak. One at a time. Vilton.
No, in all honesty, like it's true what people sound like. I'm like in 17, 18, bro. Neymar was having a monster here in the league, bro. Like he was amazing, but nobody cared about the league. People are just waiting for the round of 16 match versus Real Madrid. Like people don't rate what PSG does. Like no matter how many French trophy they win, why would anybody care? Because the quality, the gap between them and everybody else, it's insane because they have a lot of spending powers compared to, even when they do lose the Uber. This is what I don't understand though. People don't care. Like people don't, when PSG win the league, people don't care. Like, but when they lose it, everybody's on there. Oh, you guys are trash. You guys are bummed. But I'm like,
yes, because they have considerably more money than everyone else.
No, but it can be
as
like,
that, really.
I'm just saying like, let's say they win the Champions League, right? Let's say they win the Champions League and they lose the Uber Eats, like. We still would be on here saying, "Oh, how come they didn't win the Uber Eats?"
No. It'd be Champions League first. That's what matters for that type of team. It's about Champions League.
It's the Champions League, bro.
It's like those years when Real Madrid didn't win La Liga. You guys won the Champions League. Nobody cared that you guys didn't win La Liga.
No, come on. If they win the Champions League, no one will give a damn what.
No, of course
Bro,
not.
no one will care.
But
This team was built for the freaking Champions League.
yeah, of course. But I don't think they're gonna win it. But as for Messi, Messi is the top goal scorer in the Champions League. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he not? Is he not the top
I
goal
thought it
scorer
was
in the Champions
Sebastian
League?
Haller.
It's Haller.
No,
It's
for
Haller,
PSG. For
PSG.
PSG.
Oh, for
Isn't
PSG.
title Mbappe?
It's Haller. It's Haller.
Yes, and I think he's the most assist maker too. Correct me if
It
I'm
didn't just
wrong.
go one
No, I
goal.
think no, that's Mbappe.
Okay,
Two.
so Messi is doing it in the group stage, which we like. It's not that hard to ball in the group stage. I mean, come on, like it's the group stage. There's no as much pressure once the knockout start against Real Madrid, and he hasn't scored against us in over 8,000 years. So we'll see what he does against. And I'm praying that Neymar is nowhere near that pitch too, because I want to see what my goat, Messi is gonna do against Los Blancos in those two legs, because I'm hearing like PSG is better without Neymar. That's what I'm hearing. So surely Messi and Mbappe are good enough to beat Real Madrid over two legs. That's all I'm waiting for, man.
Can I talk?
No.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. So personally for me, I think he spoils the rhythm of the team. I think PSG was much better last season than they are this season because my thing is
Speak on.
my thing is and it's no disrespect. I think he's a good league player. I think he's a very good league player. But when I'm looking at a fixture, for example, when they're gonna play against Real Madrid, I don't see Messi. I see him ghosting in that game.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like he spoiled the whole chemistry of the team. I think it was better when it was just Mbappe and Neymar, and Mbappe by HH, like even Montar said, and I'm gonna say it too. He is carrying this PSG team. Like I'm telling you, this season, last season, I don't know who else is carrying this. Like Messi's not even carrying them. He's carrying this team like bread and butter. So for
It's
me
fair.
personally, I think that I heard Zidane. I heard Zidane is willing to come to PSG if Poch goes to United. I'm hearing rumors about that. If that happens, if they could like make that switch like quickly, and Zidane comes right now, I think PSG is favorites for the CL. But if Poch is still coach, I really question because they're not good at defending transitions. That's the problem, and I think Zidane can kind of help them in defending transitions. Also, I would suggest to Pochettino, please play Marquinhos as a CDM. Like he's not a center back. He needs to play as a DM. That's how
What?
PSG.
The best
Marquinhos is literally the best center back.
No.
I
Like
think you're forgetting Rudiger.
if you see right, if you see when Tuchel was PSG coach, every time PSG was playing a big Champions League game, especially against like a big opposition, they put Marquinhos in the DM position because
That's true.
that was a position where he played more, and he adapted more, and he could play more with Verratti and so forth.
So
Now,
So then who's the center back partnership then?
So living
for
in
me,
Kimpembe and Ramos.
But can you
and
Kimpembe
trust
and
Ramos,
Ramos.
Kimpembe?
it has to,
Trust
it has to.
Kimpembe though.
Kimpembe and Ramos in defense. Okay.
You can't
Yes.
trust Kimpembe, bro.
Bro, a tattoo
No, I
artist
can't
and a
trust.
fucking
I
Street
can't
Fighter. You
trust.
kidding me?
No, I can't trust Kimpembe and Ramos at defense. But what I'm saying is Marquinhos in the DM. I feel like he gives you more than in the center back area
No, he
because against
doesn't.
Against Dortmund, he was incredible. Against Leipzig, incredible. You know, against Bayern Munich, he was also incredible.
Yeah, but
Like,
he was a center back against Bayern. He got
oh
injured
no
in the
no.
second
Yeah,
leg. In the second
Oh,
leg,
okay.
but yeah, he
Well, I'm
was
talking about
incredible.
against Dortmund and Leipzig. He should play DM. That's
Even
my
against
All right.
personal.
City,
Okay. So,
against
so,
City,
so,
he was
so who else wants to
incredible.
chop his pull and get some dope? Oh, sorry. I think it was Dag. You wanted to
Yeah.
talk.
So
Go
I
for
mean,
it.
I was gonna say I think the one thing that always hurt PSG's chances is the league that they play in. I mean, like even though I don't like to diss off other leagues, we have to be frank that like Liga is not even the standard of even like Serie, because like I mean like to me, I rather call the top four leagues than the top five leagues. I think Liga is more on level with like the Portuguese, Belgian, and Dutch league because really without PSG really do well in Europe. French teams don't even do that well. You know what I'm saying? As you like at least like for Portugal, you get like the top three. Netherlands, you have Ajax, PSG. At least like there's more parity in those leagues. What I'm trying to say, I feel like that's going to hurt PSG in the long run because I know when we had this discussion about Liga back in May when Leo won, at least when we were comparing PSG and Bayern, you said at least Bayern kind of respect the Bundesliga in sense where like the teams are still competitive, they still trying to put their best players, and they have like a winning mentality. I think when it comes to PSG and Liga, it's more like, oh, okay, let's just try this here. I guess like they don't really try as hard, and then when they finally come against good teams in around the 16 quarterfinals, they kind of falter a bit. I think that's really going to hurt them in the long run. I mean, I'm not saying they should change leagues and go to the Premier League or anything, but I feel like that's just going to be the thing that's going to hurt them the most because like Liga is just not that strong. It shouldn't even be considered like the top 5 leagues. I think it should be top 4 leagues. I think it's on the level of like the Portuguese and Dutch league, in my opinion, when it comes to rankings and stuff. I'm just seeing for what it is in my view. But,
all right, let me just take some of these jobs here, man. So from your boy Arman, it says, "What if Messi and Ronaldo both get knocked out?"
It's a good possibility, HH.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Atletico Madrid, bro. I don't know about Atletico Madrid, bro.
You don't know about Atletico Madrid. What does that even mean? United are trash right now too.
These guys can defend as well, so it's a close game.
Yeah, well, at least they can score.
I believe in CR7. And also remember against the. I believe in CR7. I believe in CR7.
What happens if Barca get knocked out?
Well, it's not that surprising to them.
What happens if Man United win a trophy?
Your boy Alex B, man. Thank you for Alex B, man. Football Hub member says Zad got 3 league goals last season. If Lionel Messi can't.
Wait, so
how good is
I thought you said he had 3 league goals in a League One. Someone said he has 3 league goals in.
No, he has one. He has one.
No, not guys. Now this again, guys. Messi fans, these jobs just get sent to me. I don't.
No, if Real Madrid when they win La Liga this season, does it count in Hazard's CV?
No, absolutely not.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Nope.
Then Timo Werner had a great contribution to UCL.
So, from LSG fan says, Luke has more use than Messi has league goals.
That's actually true.
Those are facts.
Yeah, I see no cap. Please tell me the truth.
Lord in heaven, man.
HH.
Yes.
If I'm not gonna lie, if PSG lose in the round 16, the only thing that will excite me about it is because I've been seeing so many Messi fans on Twitter that the way they go after him.
It will be no. If they lose to Real Madrid, Pochettino needs to move to Mars. That's the first thing. And the second thing is they better pray that Atletico Madrid beats United. Because if they lose to Real Madrid,
why should Pochettino move to Mars?
A 3-piece and leads them through, Twitter is going to be a very scary place.
Wait, why should Pochettino move to Mars? I mean, great manager.
Because Messi fans will want to.
I'm not gonna lie, because the way Messi fans go after Mbappe, despite Mbappe being PSG's best player this year, is actually insane to me. So that is the only solace I will take.
No. But yeah, look, they will always look for Look, guys, which is why I cannot wait for February, because my thing is that that is a 50-50 game. Well, maybe
it's not 50.
Well, we got some incredible ties this in the round 16. To be honest with you,
have 2.
No, it's Villarreal and Juve, Real Madrid and PSG.
Villarreal, Juve.
PSG have to win.
Bro, it's gonna be a close game.
PSG will beat Real. I cannot envision Messi getting knocked out in the round of 16. No.
Yeah, but hey, Mbappe's got to show up to it.
You said the same thing about Barca going to the next round.
No.
So what happened?
So, Luke with 2 U's has double the league goals Messi has. Look, my guys, he's balling. Look at 2 U's is balling. Fire Zist V. Hazard's record in the UCL is abysmal. Always ghost.
That's
But
true. He never
but
performed in
That's
Champions
facts.
League.
he
That's
scored
facts.
in the World Cup.
That's why Mason Mount is a better UCL
All right,
player.
guys. So, guys, look, man. Now it's time where I take
Wait,
over.
AJ.
Who's calling my name?
Lenoir.
What do you want?
What are you getting your girl for Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah, her birthday is coming up.
Yeah. I'm getting an island.
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
What, you getting Neymar for her birthday?
So guys,
Yeah, gotta go with like
guys, look,
Japanese, man.
it's all right. You know what, guys? It gets real. It gets real. It gets real. Now it's time that I take over. Now let's go. I'm hype.
Nice intro.
I'm hype. Magpie Studio, you will not remove my hypeness, okay? Magpie Studio, you will not. You will not.
Do you see the video that came out of the Nigerian camp with the players fighting?
When they were having you mean when like Oyekuru and Kelechi were sort of like play fighting and so forth?
I hope that was play fighting.
Oh, no, it was.
Wasn't like that band team like in Dubai dancing?
No. Guys, look, all I'm saying is because I'm hype. I need people to throw their support around Nigeria right now. And the Super Eagles. Because I believe that Nigeria have a really big opportunity to do something. And you know what? Before I was like, I cannot wait for freaking Tuesday. And you see, but here's what I wanted to say. So Afcon started today and so forth, man. You know. No, guys, what's you say? Basically, it's like Euro 2020. It's officially called Afcon Cameroon 2021 because it was supposed to be held in June, but it was pushed. So just like the Euros, which was held in 2021, it was still the marketing still said the Euro 2020. So it was still called Euro 2020. So the marketing is still Cameroon 2021. So that's what it is. So guys, basically, look, my thing is, so people say, okay, boom, you're watching Nations Cup and everything, and people say, wait, why are you talking about Nations Cup? No one cares about African Nations Cup. It's trash, it's crap, and so forth. And my thing is that when you're dealing with countries, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. And I've always said that the passion you have for the jersey, for the country, the passion that you have for the country, for this, or for this, or for bloody this, is different. Even though this is like Europe and Africa, by the way. It's different. It's different. You know, and football is about passion. It's about caring. And when you put on that jersey that represents your nation, which is why we say that the World Cup is different. The World Cup isn't like a UCL or so forth. Because UCL, obviously you want to win, but it's your job. Your country, it's not your job. This is like it's a privilege. It's not just a duty. It's a privilege to represent your country. So when you're just looking at like an Afcon or something like that, you're looking at guys who are coming in there with a full-on pride. So I want to come to your boy Magpies. Magpies, do you still have the wretched, negative, anti-patriotic view that Nigeria are going to lose? Because Magpies, didn't you say that Nigeria are going to lose 6-0 to Egypt or something? I
didn't say we're going to lose 6-0 to Egypt.
So do you still hold that hateful view that Nigeria are going to embarrass us?
So how could I you know, I mean, the thing is, this is why I love the African nations, because every single time we have a major tournament, Nigeria, the fans, that we get hyped, we get encouraged, we are passionate, we back our team, we love our team. And for as long as I can remember, up until at least maybe 1998, the Nigerian national team has continued to disappoint, let down, embarrass. The NFF organization are borderline crooks. So I want to be hopeful. I want to believe that Nigeria can do something in this tournament. But when you're losing to, banks, offshore accounts, and farmers that that farm granite, then it's difficult sometimes to have that optimism that you have. So I salute you, HH. I just think I would rather keep my expectations low and reserved, because
No, it's just understandable.
after how you basically jinxed our entire team on the Afcon preview by saying, "I want Algeria, bring it
I
on,"
never said that.
hashtag,
No.
which is effectively what you said.
I said that Nigeria should not be fearful. No, Mark. No, Mark. No. Don't make me look like
that's
a
effectively hashtag bring it on.
No. I
with
said
Nigeria,
that
basically.
Nigeria shouldn't be fearful of anyone.
Yeah, hashtag.
I never said, "Oh no, bring on." No, and that's not bro. If Nigeria play Algeria, Nigeria will be on the underdogs. All I'm saying is that Nigeria cannot go in and be fearful of anyone. That's all I've always said. That they should not be fearful. Cole. So Cole, Cole, are you Ghanaian or German? Let me just know now. Are you German or Ghanaian?
I'm Ghanaian. I can speak true if you want me to.
Oh, tree.
No, it's fine. It's all right. Okay, it's fine. So Morocco. Now, what is the meaning of your username? I'm ready for the baptism of my life. Is that in reference to the Ghana game against Morocco? If it is, I wouldn't be happy.
HH, to be honest, I'm gonna make a public speech to everyone on the chat and here. HH, I really want a circumcision, a lubrication, anything you can give me tomorrow. Just please give it to me, because
Paul is not Ghanaian.
I'm looking. I am looking. I am no. See, listen to this. Listen to this. Right.
Pause.
There is no desire. There's no seriousness. There's no hunger in the player's eyes. No hunger in the technical
You've
team.
not seen the first game yet. Wait. How can you say there's no hunger or passion when you've not seen them playing in the opening game?
HH, listen. I don't have to see them, because, bro, it's not only me who is saying this. This is every Ghanaian who is saying this. No desire. There's
Nobody can say that before you've played your opening tournament game, because my thing is that I've seen both of these games, and in both of these games, the desire is there. So if Ghana show up and now they show up and now playing that rubbish with Jordan Ayew and so forth, okay, now you can abuse them. You can't abuse them if you've not seen them play their first game of the tournament yet.
HH, I told you, bro. Didn't you see Did you see us against Algeria? Did you see us against Algeria? And we lost.
Was that a friendly?
Even with Ziyech on the bench.
Was that a friendly?
That was a friendly, but Ziyech was on the bench. Ziyech was on the bench, and literally Morocco was not playing any star players, and we still lost to them 3-0. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm ready for a lubrication, a baptism, or a circumcision.
Okay.
Like, this team. Let me tell you something, HH. Let me tell you something about this Ghana team, okay? Our legends don't even believe that we're gonna bring the cup home. That's how sad it is. Even our legends who's played for the Black Stars, don't even believe. Let alone the people, the journalists and everything who talk about Black Stars, they don't even believe. Let alone our legends, our own legends, our own people who literally like play for the team and everything. They don't believe us. Like, so how are we gonna do anything?
Well, Cole, we will see what happens come Monday after the game. Z-Man, Afcon, man, who are your eyes on, man? Who do you think can see what's up? Because again, Cameroon, weren't surprised. I don't think we've seen the best teams yet so far. So who do you think? Who are you looking forward to seeing the most? And Z-Man, can the Eagles bring it home?
Bro, Cameroon are really interesting, man. Onana, this guy's so brick, bro. Watching this guy fold in front of goal is just hilarious, bro.
But he made a big save in that second half. He made a big save.
Yeah, he did. But he had a brick-like performance, bro, at times. So this guy was awful. But yeah, listen, man. I think Nigeria, man. I'm looking forward to Nigeria. I'm paying close attention to Nigeria. I want to see what they can do. I look at your squad, and you guys have a decent squad. To be honest with you, it's just about performance. That's the problem
It's
with
all
you
right.
guys,
It's
man.
not great. It's all right.
But I mean, if Iwobi kicks off, that's your
Z-Man,
superstar.
don't mention it.
No. But then you look at the squad you guys have compared to like Egypt, and you guys do have a better squad. It's just there's only one person you really have to look out for, man. It's Salah. If you guys can't stop him, then you guys are bricks because you guys have enough quality to get through. But at the same time, from what I'm hearing, you guys are having trouble registering a player.
Yeah, look, registering players and so forth. Look, Zeman, that's all water under the bridge. Zeman, the main thing is Tuesday. The main thing.
Oh, how the tables have churned. Oh, registering the player problems, huh? I know how that feels, man. But yeah, I'll say this, man. I'm looking forward.
Yeah. We got pointers from. I think we have a few Barca guys, that work for the NFF, man. So
shout out to them, bro. I'm really looking forward to the Super Eagles, man. I want to see them ball out. I just want to see them bring it in. They're a very talented squad, and we're looking at the 2012 Chelsea, man. We're looking at that type of win, bro.
Before I go to Dog, yeah, he is trolling.
I'm not trolling. I'm actually supporting.
I know he's trolling. So Dog, go
for
it.
Is
Dog,
key.
go for it. Talk over him, Dog.
Okay, same for Z-Man. Like, I'm interested to see how Nigeria does, because I know for you, HH, Nigeria is obviously a big deal for you. I do have one question to ask you though. So you've mentioned most of yours how the '98 World Cup team was the best Nigerian team we've ever seen. How ever since then Nigeria hasn't really reached their potential. My question is, if that team was so good, why did they lose 4-1 in the round of 16? If they're so good, shouldn't they be much more competitive?
That is it.
I've always wanted to ask you this question.
Let me take it down memory lane.
Be careful. That was almost.
Wait. Let me take it down memory lane.
No.
So, no. I'll respond to that because that's a great thing.
Yeah.
The reason why they lost that is you have to look at what happened to the lead up towards that game.
Okay.
So in the group stage opening game, Nigeria beat Spain 3-2. This is Spain with Raul, Hierro.
This is pre-golden generation.
Yeah, this was the golden generation from 94 to 1998. So they beat Spain in the opening game. I think they beat Bulgaria, then they lost to Paraguay. And I think they ended up topping the group, I believe. So they went on a high. And people were like, blah, blah, because we were like, man, these guys are playing amazing football, because guys were so impressed by them. And the issue you always had with that team is lack of professionalism. Before that game, they didn't do proper training.
Okay.
They were lax in the training. And even in the game, rather than trying to win the game, they were like, let's try and play for contracts. So if people who saw that game say Okocha was the best player on that pitch, but Okocha was trying to play for a contract. So after that game, Okocha then won his contract from Frankfurt to PSG. His big money moved to PSG. So the issue was the mentality and the psychology was all wrong. You see, if Nigeria played Brazil or Italy, they'd be fully. But then I said, who is Denmark? Even though this is Denmark with the Laudrup brothers and so forth, Michael Laudrup, who is one of the best midfielders of a generation. But in their stupidity, they underestimated Denmark. They didn't train properly. The manager did not have any full handle of them. The senior players led the team to be very lax, and they approached it in a very disorganized manner, and Denmark wiped the floor with them.
HH, no excuses.
What do you mean? No. It's not an excuse. It's just a fact. Like, they know, bro, they lost, and they deservedly lost. So this is a thing like, oh, no, bro, that's why I cut ties emotionally with them. So this is just, it's Nigeria and everything, but in terms of me being emotionally fully invested where I'm crazy, after how that game went, I was like, oh, no. Screw these guys. You will not emotionally manipulate me like this ever again. So that night was like, I told you, that is one of the worst nights of my life. That is one of the saddest nights of my life. Was that in Nigeria?
Did you cry?
Of course I did. Of course. No, bro, I remember because I was living in Geneva at the time, so I was staying with some guardians and
Guardians.
Yeah. So no, because basically like it was because I was going to school in Switzerland just for a while. It was like this kind of exchange thing because
You were
I was
adopted?
in school in Nigeria.
Exchange student. No, he's an exchange student.
I thought he was adopted.
No, I wasn't adopted. Okay, my parents loved me, man. So basically, what they did? At 3-0, I went upstairs, went into my room, and just cried all the way onto the night. So I didn't even watch the rest of the game. So afterwards, I was like, I remember my brother. See, my older brother took his Nigerian jersey and basically burnt it.
Oh man!
I think both my older brothers basically burnt their Nigeria jerseys. Like they say, you know what? That's it. They never. So I think that was a time in which, especially for my family, we're like, nah, these guys, we can't give them our full emotions. So of course you'll care based on it's Nigerian and everything, but if you don't show the same passion for the country as the 200 million do, then nah.
No.
Do you think that's an issue that a lot of African nations have? Like, I guess, like when it comes to players,
you see,
they're not as passionate as they could be.
This is the problem.
Now we're going into a very interesting topic.
This is the problem. That's why I'm not confident.
Wait, hold on. Let me land. So basically, me and Hazem, we did like we've already done our Nigeria Egypt preview, which is going to drop tomorrow, and we sort of alluded to this. You see, in terms of now it's changing with the emergence of Salah and Mahrez. But before Salah and Mahrez, most of the individual talents came from West Africa. So Weah, Drogba, Essien, Abedi Pele, Yeboah, Rigobert. So all the guys who were like top players in Europe and were top individual players were from West Africa. But the issue was they now come to the African teams with arrogance. I'm like, hey, look, man, I play for Barcelona, I play for this or that. And you wouldn't operate as a team. How did the Ivory Coast not beat Egypt? Do you know how talented that Ivory Coast team was?
Drogba types.
Solomon Kalou, Drogba, Yaya Toure, Kaulo Toure, Doumbia, Keita. These guys were ridiculous.
Wait, did Ivory Coast win the Afcon with in 2015 with Drogba?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they did. Now with Drogba. Now with Drogba.
Was Drogba the
Yaya?
Was Drogba the problem then?
Probably.
It depends how much players.
I thought he was a big game player.
No. But basically, do you know why? No, Drogba. You can't say Drogba was the problem because you look at that Ghana game, bro. Ghana were, I think, a penalty kick away from beating Ivory Coast.
I agree. Yeah.
So that game was literally Ghana were a penalty kick away from beating Ivory Coast again. But they missed it, and then it's just totally swung. So my thing was
19, I think during Abedi Pele's time, we had a penalty kick like that with Ivory Coast. And we went to the same penalties. And you know what he did? He said, oh, no, Tony, you can't take it. He told Tony Yeboah that, no, don't take it. So then he said, because of that, we lost that penalty kick in the 1985. And that same Tony Yeboah you're talking about, literally said also that we're not bringing the Afcon. And there's a reason he's saying that.
Look,
there's a reason he's saying that too.
The pendulum has swung. I think for a long time, West Africa were like dominant. Specifically Cameroon, and you see Nigeria, Cameroon, they went dominant. But now North Africa, I think now hold it because what you now have are the two best African players in the world are Mahrez and Salah.
Yeah.
Aubameyang is now a thingy break. Sadio Mane, he's now sort of begins to decline. Even Koulibaly, like 2 years ago, was top. Is Koulibaly a top defender now? He's still good.
I don't know about that.
Nobody talks about him like that.
So my thing is like, and which is what me and Hazen were talking about, because what you have with Egypt is tricky. When Egypt won those 3 Afcons in a row, there was no Salah. They didn't have any star players. So they had to play as a team.
But they had Abutreka. That's what I was saying to most.
They didn't have a star.
But they had Abutreka.
He was pretty good.
Abutreka was a good scorer.
Yeah, he was good.
Did they have a player as good as Salah now?
But yeah.
In that team.
I wouldn't say
I don't think so.
But Abu Traka is a perfect goal scorer.
Wait. What do you mean you don't think so? Salah is literally regarded as one of the best players in the
No.
world.
But let's be honest. International football is different from club football.
No. But see, Zeman, this is the point I'm trying to make. That team that won 3 in a row, there was no player that was regarded as world class or one of the best players in the world. So they had to play as a team because there's no superstar. What happens now is we now have a guy who is just nominated for FIFA Best, and people are talking about he's one of the best players in the world. Your mentality changes because, which is why I said to Hazard that gives us an advantage because you will tend to go to him. Like, bro, do you know what this guy can do by himself? Give him the ball. If you do that, bro, double team him. Take him out of the game. Because they will always go for him, so it's not easier to not track them down. Because what Nigeria are hoping is let them not play as a team and just play towards Salah. Because they think he's so amazing and they know what he can do, they will always go for him, which now makes it easier for them to now defend. But what Algeria have now figured out is we know what Mahrez can do, but they're a team. So Mahrez isn't totally dominant. So it's going to be interesting to see how Egypt handle, because bro, Salah can do amazing things. But as you said, Zeman, international football is very different. You don't have your Liverpool teammates right now, and the game is slower. It's a lot more different. So I want to now know how will Egypt now handle having Salah, because Salah now has basically probably not till since Etso has a player in Africa been seen close to you're actually close to winning the best player like in the world award. He's now coming with huge, massive expectations on. But again, is this not a one-man team?
If Salah somehow turns into Maradona in '86 and delivers the Afcon, where does he rank amongst African players all time?
That's a really good question.
Top 10.
That's a really good question.
Top 10.
Top 2.
No. You see, for me, that would, because put it this way, the fact is that would rank him high because nobody is, this Egypt team isn't the same as that golden generation they have. So it is an element of doubt because people would say on paper, Algeria, Ivory Coast, Senegal are better than Egypt. So if he leads them, if he does a Maradona, bro, like, because it's almost the same with like Messi. See, guys, people say, "Oh, who cares about Afcon? Who cares about Copa America?" No, I'm sorry, they all matter. Copa America matter. That is South America's
hashtag. All cups matter.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So Copa America, you can say, "Oh, the teams are not strong." At the end of the day, it's South America's competition. It matters. Messi balled, so it matters. So if Salah balls, that has to be part of his resume that he now submits for you.
So I want to ask you something. So you know how apparently Hazard was the best player in the tournament in World Cup 18. Wait. Although unofficially, right? But we all recognize that he balled, right? What if Salah balls but he doesn't win? Does he still get some credit, or do you like? Are we gonna go in on him? Are we gonna let it slide?
No. He will. Like for me, if he balls, he's scoring goals. He's seen and regarded as one of the best players. Oh, you've got to give him credit. So for me, it's dependent on the kind of performance that he has and what he brings. Like if this guy is scoring, assisting, doing crazy things, you're like, bro, the guy is doing what he can as an individual. Remember, guys, this is 11 against 11. There's only so much you can do, which is why I say that, bro, even if Uruguay didn't win that World Cup, Folland, he balled. David Folland did everything he could as an individual. To say, bro,
that guy was amazing in that World Cup.
Yeah, like the guy, like bro, the guy was clutch. So I don't care whether Uruguay won or not. That's why people say, "Oh, Ibrahimovic is so unlucky because he plays for Sweden." And so, bro, all I ask for Ibrahimovic is go crazy as an individual. You don't need to go crazy. All I ask for Lewandowski is Lewandowski just go crazy at the Euros, go crazy at the World Cup. You don't need to win; just go crazy. Do what Suka did for Croatia. Do what Folland did for Uruguay. And that's it. You don't need to win it. Because if you go crazy, boom.
No, you're right. Because there's only so much you could do as an individual player.
But HH, I also want to say something because
remember before Algeria won the Afcon, nobody really rated Algeria that highly though. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
think they were among like the favorites. And they also kind of were operating as a one-man team with just Mahrez
No,
itself.
they weren't. No, they weren't. They were a team.
I mean, who else was there? Who
No,
else
no, no,
was
no,
there?
no, no.
Just
Like,
because you don't recognize the name doesn't mean they weren't a team.
Slimani was huge. The striker
Yeah,
Slimani was huge for them.
Was
But
huge.
no, but
Okay.
without Algeria played,
was good as well.
no, the way that Algeria played on, they had the guy. We see the problem with Egypt is Mahrez has not been regarded as how Salah is not being regarded right now. Like Salah, people say, this guy is top 3 in the world, or near as one of the best players in the world based off of form. So you've not really had that for an African player since Eto'o. Because for me, I still feel Eto'o was robbed of a Ballon d'Or. Pick a year, Eto'o should have won a Ballon d'Or. Back at 1 year, pick one. So, but since Eto'o, there's not been an African player who's reached these heights of like form and so forth as Salah has. So it's different from Algeria because as good as Mahrez is, Mahrez isn't what Salah is. So how do Egypt handle? Bro, look at what this guy's doing for Liverpool. His goals, this guy's almost double figures in goals and assists already for Liverpool. So, and as well as like, okay, they have this manager Carlos Queiroz. Because I always say that's man, always pick a manager from the country. That's my. Always pick a manager from the country.
Oh no, but he's good. Queiroz is good. I saw what he did with Iran in 2014, and I would say that he gave some teams some trouble. So for me, I think he's a good coach. He's not bad.
Can I?
Yeah.
No, I just want to say that this is actually the first time I'm ever gonna watch the Afcon, and honestly, it's a credit to you, okay? Because I want to expand my football. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a South American, European football merchant. I dabble a bit into the North American here and there, just because unfortunately I live here. But I'm looking at some of the teams, man, and some of the narratives that are going into this tournament. Egypt with Salah, Senegal, can Algeria go back to back? There's Ivory Coast who look interesting in my opinion, and obviously I know what the Super Eagles mean to you. So, I'm actually very invested into it. And
no, because I think for me,
Ghana hasn't won in 40 years too.
Yeah, no.
There we go.
But my thing about this is that tournament football is always fun. It's always fun because it's like every game matters.
I have a question. Did you ever get the reaction when Mahrez scored the 95th minute free kick on Nigeria?
No, I don't. No.
I believe there's a clip there, man. That was my first Afcon.
No. Look, I said, look, that was a dark one for me. Like, I'd want revenge. I would want revenge. But see, for me, like, look, you see, the reason why I'm a bit more hopeful of this Afcon is because it's a Nigerian manager that is coaching.
Yeah.
So because it's a Nigerian manager that's coaching, this guy can hopefully just understand.
Why are a majority of Nigerians really afraid of like Egypt beating them like 6-0, like a beat down?
No. But basically, put it this way: you've just changed managers. You got beaten by the Central African Republic and so forth. So guys are like, okay, what's because it's always a bit apprehensive as to how your team is going to operate with a new manager. So it's like, are they going to function well? Are they going to operate well and everything? So you're just basically it's anxious. But for me, look, now I pray that it seems like it's one for everyone to beat them because if that happens, you won't see me for a long time. You will not see me for a long time.
I'll be watching that game in replay, bro.
So wait, why do you want to see me suffer? That's my thing. Why do you want to see me
No, I'm invested in Nigeria, bro. That's what I'm invested in. I want to see them survive, man.
No, look, it's a mixture of excitement and anxiousness before Tuesday because I'm like, Zima, let's party, man. I'm ready. Zima, let's freaking go over. Yeah.
AJ,
yeah.
Where do you rank Abedi Pele in all-time rates?
Top 10.
Wait. For African players or for all time?
All time.
Oh, I mean, bro.
Top 50.
Top
what?
bro?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've got no idea, man.
I'm being nice, man.
I've got
Yo,
no idea.
I got a next
5?
question. Well, if Mahrez balls and he goes back to back, where does he rank amongst top African players all time?
It'll be huge. Like for me, like it's because you see, I still believe in terms of a footballer, I still believe Mahrez is a better footballer than Salah. Salah is improving, but I feel Mahrez scores higher on the eye test than because I've seen Mahrez do some nasty things to defenders, bro. Like the way that this guy just completely turns on defenders, he does some nasty things. So if he goes back to back with Algeria, leading them the way that he sort of led them in the last one, bro, like his stock goes even higher. It goes even higher. But look, see, like things have swung, man. Like North Africa, right? Which is why it's West Africa have to bring it home. West Africa have to bring it home, man. But I think the beauty about this is that anyone can. I think there isn't a team who are like full on strong favorites. But look the freaking Euros. The super favorites were France. Look at what happened. Copa America. It's always Brazil, Argentina, but guys were like, no, it's going to be Brazil. Look at what happened. So,
AJ, can I say something?
I'm like, go for it, man. Go for it, bro.
I think before the tournament started, I only had 2 favorites and 1 dark horse. The 2 favorites is Ivory Coast and Senegal, and my dark horse is Mali. Why? Is because if you look at the Ivory Coast squad, they have a very talented player. Sebastian Alla, Wilfred Zaha, Nicolas Pepe, Frank Kessé, Willy Bolly. There are so many players there that, oh Lord in heaven, those are very talented players. We know how good these players they are on their club level, how good they can be. So if you look at the Senegalese player, Sadio Mane, Sekou Kouyate, Ismaila Sarr. So they have players that when you look at like, whoa. But on the international level, they're a little bit suspect. That's like I have to wait and see. And why I choose Mali as my dark horse is I love this player very, very well. His name is Ahmed Aidara. He plays for RB Leipzig.
Oh my goodness! Woo!
His name is Ahmed Aidara. That guy is when you call a football player, that guy is a baller. He's a damn good player. Very well. That is my dark horse because that's the player I'm looking at. And Bissouma too. Bissouma play for Mali.
Oh no!
Calm down, bro.
Is Juju Man a columnist?
South Africa didn't qualify.
No, HH.
Wait, like, finish your point. I'm going to come to you. Don't worry.
If you look at between Senegal and Ivory Coast, yeah, they may be talented, but but I think if they face team like Algeria and Morocco, they might easily get it beaten because Algeria play as a team.
All because you have names on paper dominating things.
I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. Algeria play more as a team, while Ivory Coast is like an individual who doesn't even understand the way they play. But I think Senegal could ride through because I think Senegal play more as a team, with or without Sadio Mane. So they play more as, if you look at that team, Aliou Cisse team is a very wonderful team that play more as a team, unlike the Ivory Coast who just kind of pack players from anywhere and just put it together and form a team.
Abdullah, let me see something.
Wait, hold on. We're not just take some jobs. Let me just take some jobs and I'll come to you, man. So where are we? Wait. Okay. Now you know what? So I'm gonna say HH. I hope Yakubu starts Tuesday. If he gets pops, Yakubu is far away from this team, so relax. I'm not gonna read this out. I won't read this out. I won't read that out. I won't read that out. So yeah, we're gonna move. But thank you for the dope. From Fires Disease says Senegal spine Mendy, who has COVID, Koulibaly, Gay, Mane. But again, do they have a cutting edge?
Wait, HH, is Senegal viewed like Belgium? Like, is this their golden generation?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, no. Their golden generation was that 02 team that had El Hadji Diouf and all those players. Those guys that reached the quarters in 02. That was the golden generation.
But did they win Afcon? Did they win Afcon?
No, they didn't. They got to the semis, but they didn't win Afcon.
Okay,
but no.
So aren't Senegal one of the favorites? So technically, this is kind of like a golden generation for them.
No, like they're the favorites, but it's not a golden generation. I don't think it's a golden generation because I think they have some good players there. But my thing, say a golden generation is like, this is like a very special group, and that group in O2, bro, they freaking beat France in the opening game. Who were the defending champions? Like, that was insane. And they should have beaten Turkey. But it's what it is. Vincent and Yema, thank you for the Royce. I'm here. I came out of retirement with the gang also. No, you didn't. You're still retired, my dear friend Yema, man. Elad says Senegal are favorites if we're being real. Doesn't mean anything. I can almost guarantee you Senegal won't win because Senegal lack a cutting edge. Michael John Obi says we're back with the gang. Chile 2010 are our idols. John Obi, no, you're not. Please, no, you're just no. And don't bring back that old Chile thing, man. Katie says, hope everyone agrees Salah has surpassed Drogba.
This is true.
Has Salah ever scored a clutch goal in a final?
Has Drogba ever won an international title?
Has Salah ever won an international title?
No, but it's coming. It's coming.
No. As of right now, so they have one, and has Salah scored? Salah scored a penalty in a CL final. A penalty. Had he ever scored a clutch goal against a team that won the treble the next year in their home ground?
Has Drogba ever been top 5 in the world?
He should have been. So there you go. Chris says, when will we address African age? Abubakar is 29. If they say they're 29, they are 29.
Hey man, those African genes.
The first merchants.
Those are African genes.
Argentina's defense is looking good, and Brazil's attack is revived. 2022 could be non-Europe. Messi and Neymar have to save football from continental dominance. Bro, I think, Qatar, just like Japan, South Korea, who knows, man? Who knows? But for me, I still feel if France gets it right, they can't be beat. The only team that can beat France are themselves. If France get it right, they can't be beat. So if France beat themselves, it's open season.
Or Mbappe takes the last penalty.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay,
or
Juju
the
man.
US shows up.
Juju man, is your mic
Oh yes, it was.
Now, Juju man, I know you're from the country.
Just in time.
Wait, Juju man.
Yeah.
Have you been watching Afcon?
Yes, I watched the first game. The Cameroon against Burkina Faso with Vincent Abubakar. I watched the game. Yeah, yes. By the way, you say Double H that what's it called? That African coaches. Look, the guy lost the first game.
Oh my god! No, don't do that, Juman. No, Juman. If two players, basically, I call this the Maguire complex.
Yeah.
If Maguire doing stupid things, that's not all his fault. That's Maguire's fault.
Yeah,
so those two players giving away that penalty, that's not the manager's fault. Those are the players' fault. So
yeah, but it's like this lack of discipline. I blame the coach. You see, this is the problem.
No.
Oh my god!
Can you blame the? Can you really? Okay, when
I see what he's saying though.
Wait, see, it's like when the Delict did that thing at the World Cup.
True.
You blame De Boer. You don't blame De Boer. You blame
the
Delict.
Okay.
So like Delict's getting the sending off. Do you blame him or do you blame Allegri or Delict? You blame Delict. Yeah. So.
True. Okay, but the score so far is 1 for the European coach, 0 for Africa.
Yeah. I agree.
You score against your own people.
No, I just say just play the European way. It's like their method it works. But look, today's game, it was good. It was good. I think it was a slow start today.
Okay, so who do you have winning?
Look, I still have Algeria. But my dark horses. This is a new one. I think a team that I want to see the most. I want to see Ivory Coast because I think I think they're the interesting because
they're always underwhelmed, man. You always know that they have the names, but they will always underwhelm.
No, but remember the last time they took Algeria to penalties. I think in 2019. So this I think people are overlooking. They're overlooking Ivory Coast. That's why I'm interested to see how good they are because it's they took Algeria to penalties. That's no
Dreamer, to cut you off. You see, this Ivory Coast team is giving me a little bit of issues. Why? Is because they have so many stars and it's just about names, but not performance. Because if you look at Zaha, look at Sebastian Alla, Nicolas Pepe, Frankie, those are players who plays for European club. And when they come to the national topic, they become class A. I don't understand that. If you look at Senegal play more as a team because Aliou Cissé is the coach. He played for Senegal before. He knows the core of that team in and out.
But
Abdullah, you
like,
see something, right?
No. See, I still say like for Ivory Coast, I just still think that the issue with Ivory Coast is, I think they still suffer from. I think somebody even put it in the live chat here that it seems like if super talented guys, but they feel like strangers, they don't feel like a team, and you can't win a tournament just based off of your talent. It doesn't matter how good you are or which club you play for. If you don't fit into a team properly, you're not going to operate, man. Because look, say for me, because I was looking at because I saw some of the Ethiopia against Cape Verde game. So these guys don't have the kind of individuals that Ivory Coast have. But if you come against a team that really just plays the game of their lives and really pushes it and are focused, really play to the maximum as a team, they'll beat a bunch of individuals. And that's what will always happen. That if Ivory Coast just rely too much on the talent and they don't have a team ethos, I can't put Ivory all the way, bro.
But HH, you know something, right? There's something that I see in these two teams that Abdullah just mentioned is, like I was saying about Ghana and that Ghana and Nigeria thing. I studied something. These guys can be got at. It's not like they can't be got at. Like, bro, their flanks are very weak. And if you look at the wing players, you just need a very skillful, dangerous wing player and a really good striker inside the box who can literally put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, okay. So hold on. Let me bring some of the guys who are not spoken. So Dog, talk to me. Dog, are you there?
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Have you say, bro? Because I think you've been waiting, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So personally for me, my favorite are gonna be Senegal, Algeria. I have Cameroon as a dark horse.
Cameroon.
I've always seen like my thing. I've always wanted Mali to do well, but it seems like they always seem to like phase out or like kind of disappoint me personally. So I can maybe get them, see maybe get to round 16. But I think now when we look at Afcon, it's gonna be a bit different now because now it's 24 teams, similar to like the Euros. How like maybe if one team finishes third place, they can go all the way. I mean, like just look at Madagascar a few years ago. No one would have expected them to beat Nigeria. Sorry to throw the shade, but you know what I'm saying. So I think it being 24 teams opens up the possibilities of more talks. And like we're saying with COVID too, and players coming back from their clubs, I feel like maybe squads that have more domestic players where they've had more breaks in between the season might benefit more in the long run as well. It just depends, the matchups and everything. So I think it's very interesting. But I mean, I'm happy it's here. Like I said again, I'm an international football merchant before club. I think because it's more parodies, it's fun. You guys see different cultures, different people, and all that stuff.
There we go. Yeah.
So I think it'll be very interesting. But I wouldn't be surprised if Algeria don't defend their top because I think one thing about AFCON is, with the exception of Egypt, it's very hard to defend your title. You know what I'm saying? Because
exactly.
Because and here's the thing too, because it's always like every 2 years, things can change quickly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for example, like we saw from like 2008 to 2010, we saw how Egypt, brushed through everyone, and all of a sudden, like 2012, Zambia won. I remember my dad told me, I'm like, Zambia won African Cup of Nations. Like what?
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. And then the next year, obviously, too, even though Nigeria won, the squad that Nigeria had wasn't that good. I'm not saying it wasn't that good, but in terms of like the squad that other teams had at the time, Nigeria wasn't expected to at least, I guess, win it at the time. And then even 2015 too, Ivory Coast was known to choke a lot, but they won. You know what I'm saying? And Cameroon, 2017, for 4 years ago. I mean, not 5, sorry. They weren't even a team that no one expected to win. I mean, everyone was saying Egypt. So I feel like with the tournament occurring so quickly, I feel like you're more likely to see different winners as compared to maybe every 4 years where a team can still grow and grow,
Yeah,
So
no. I think
that plays a big part to it.
Like for me, I'm not sure Algeria will defend their title. For me, I think they'll go far, but I think someone takes them out. Let me just hit some of these jobs and I'll come to you guys. So 88% HH, you were right. Zeman was trolling. Classic, bro. I knew Zeman was trolling.
I'm not trolling. I'm with Nigeria.
Yeah.
Super.
Little Hall, and if Nigeria lose Zeman, you're banned from this whole thing, man. Little Hall says, Romano official, Mourinho to MK Dons. Here we go, man. Osman Jelani says, 2002 Senegal reached the final. Oh, sorry, it was so they did reach the final in 02, lost some penalties to Cameroon. They reached the final. Damn, you know. What's it called? Daddy U says Jujuman is Ugandan. I dare him to deny this. Jujuman?
I deny. I deny Daddy Us.
So Casey says, clean it up. Player for player, Brazil are way better than France in defense. It's very close in attack now. Midfield is an issue with Fred versus Pogba, but DMs are equal. Overall, player for player, no team in the world is touching France.
Fred is better than Pogba, for being honest.
Yeah, like player for player, nobody is freaking touching France, man. Player for player. So what's called? Oh, Suleiman, go for it. Bro.
So before I have my say on Afcon, we were having a Vinny discussion yesterday, and you told us to remind you when Jujuman comes today about the whole Vinny discussion.
That he's so ugly.
Jujuman, so do you still believe that Vinny can't be world class because he's ugly?
Oh no! Look, guys, it was a joke. Like people are actually
This man is trying to not get canceled, man.
Oh yeah. Look, people are after me after I say that. Look, I'm nothing personal. Like what's it called? Vinicius is a good player. Even sometimes I wonder why they're getting Mbappe. Like Vinicius might be better than Mbappe, but that's another discussion.
Overcompensating, bro.
Wait, so Jujuman, you officially take back your comments that Vinny can be worthless because he's ugly.
Oh yes. I take that back.
All right, go for it.
Listen, unlike Z-Man, I'm not going to troll Nigeria. I don't want them to do badly. I mean, you already have London Blues to deal with. You know, he already has London Blues to deal with. Let the man live. But honestly, I'm rooting for Comoros, bro. Like they're a small island in.
What? You're rooting for a resort?
Yeah, bro.
No. Actually, shout out to Comoros, bro. I think for me, they are one of the teams I want because they have such a cool name. I've never heard of Comoros before. I told you, my geography teacher was a racist. So continue on.
Oh dang. Wait, guys, are we sleeping on Ghana?
Yes, and we are fully asleep. We're fully asleep on Ghana.
Please don't mention them. I want a baptism, please. I want a baptism.
I really wanted to see Morocco. I really wanted to see Morocco with Ziyech. I know he hasn't been at Chelsea. He didn't perform at the Afcon, but still he's a talented player. I think it would be just interesting to see him in another Afcon. Egypt as well, even though, I mean, besides Mo Salah and El Nani, I mean, El Nani's not that great, but who else do they have besides those two that I know of?
They have Trezeguet.
Yeah. For Aston Villa, yeah. But I think Algeria are strong favorites. No disrespect to other teams. I'll have to go with Algeria.
Yes.
I don't think Algeria are favorites. Sorry to cut you short. Yes, I've watched this Algeria play a little bit, but I think Afcon is all about team play and not individuals. Because if you play as a team, you're gonna win. And I've seen that. I keep saying it. This Senegalese team play more.
Abdul, did you see that friendly that we played against them?
Yeah, I see them.
You saw it.
It seemed like I think a team that is very clinical and that's very direct can beat Algeria very well.
That's how I see it.
Because I look at this Senegal team with Aliou Cisse. He's been with them for a very long time. He's played with Senegal before, so he knows this team very well. When you look at Senegal play, take out the names. They play more as a team than Ivory Coast because Senegal play more as a team, and they have like when they play, you know, these people has a purpose of playing. Unlike Ivory Coast, who just put a name down without no identity.
Wait,
exactly.
Hold on. Yeah. I want to make sure. So here's it. How have you seen more? So how do you look at the Afcon and who can say what's up and everything? Here's it.
Oh, thanks for letting me in. So basically, I do think Nigeria do have a chance to beat Egypt, but they've got a point to prove in this competition. I personally think my favorite is Algeria is going to win it because they are. They all, not only those are the holders, they also won the Arab League as well, and they got a lot of great young players coming through. So I do see them as a favorite. I was going to put Senegal, but I just put Algeria slightly ahead of Algeria slightly ahead of Senegal because I think this is their tournament and they can prove. But even though they have won, the thing is they've won like 39 games and they do make them favourite, but they could lose at any point in this competition. But in a safe bet, I would have put on Algeria as a favourite.
Wait, let me keep this. I'm coming to you, Jujuman. So Daddy Oos says, Jujuman, I know where you live. Be careful.
Oh, I guess. Look, I mean, yeah, I doubt that he was, but look, like I mean,
wait, Juju man, let me ask you a question real quick.
John George says, HH, how's your baby mama doing? Tell her I said hello, Jesus Christ in heaven.
Wayne Bridge 2.0.
Yeah, Jujuman, talk to me, man.
Oh yes, with this Afcon, I was about to say, like, look, I after today's game, like, I disagree with I think I disagree. I don't think Cameroon. I think Cameroon. I don't think Cameroon are winning this trophy, this tournament.
No, but
yeah.
See, Jujuman now. Based off of that one game, do look impressive. Yeah, but remember, teams is about building up, and for me, home nation tax is real. Home nation tax.
Yeah, it's true. But the one thing is, like, Burkina Faso gave. Let's be honest, they gave away 2 goals free. Those are 2 goals they gave away for free. Like, they could have avoided those goals. All that Burkina Faso scored was legit. Like, they scored a legit goal. It wasn't like any challenge. Plus, they were open goals. But Cameroon, it was all right. They're not my favorites. But the other thing is, I think I'll put, like, with Senegal. You guys put Senegal like. I say if Senegal had a proper manager, they would win this trophy because they're on paper. Look, it's not any agenda.
No, this one, yes, you're biased towards African managers.
Like I said, I'm not. Like, this is
terrible, man.
No, I'm not. It's just honest opinion.
It's your bias. We see it.
No, I'm not biased. It's not self-hate.
Let him land.
It's not self-hate. Look, it's not self-hate. The problem is, on paper, Senegal have the best team, but the problem is the coach is limited. Is way out of his league with the players he has. I don't think he is the proper manager for this team. They need a better managers. No, it's not calling us. I'm just saying.
Jojo, Aliou Cissé is the best manager for Senegal. He's played for them before. He's a former player. This guy is good manager. Is it damn good?
He's all right. I think he's limited. He's limited because on paper he has the best team. He should be winning this trophy.
But man, does he have the best team? And
he does have the best team.
No, on paper, the best team on paper is Ivory Coast. You just look at talent on paper.
No, they're top heavy. Top heavy.
Senegal has a lot of, like, they have GCG, they have all the Koulibaly, they have all these players.
No, and also my thing as well is, like, okay, if you look at that final in the Afcon final, who was missing in that final that was key? Koulibaly.
Yeah.
And what happened? A defensive mistake that led Algeria to their goal.
Sure.
Yeah, but Algeria is better now, man.
Look, I'll say this. Like, my second team, I think you guys saying, like, Ivory Coast is a bunch of individuals. I think they are my second favorite team to win this tournament, Ivory Coast. I know it's like, because it's like Halle is arguably one of the best strikers in the world right now. Kessie, he's leading Champions League, so it's like,
doesn't mean you're a great goal scorer. You're just having a great season.
He's like the second highest top scorer in he's behind. I think he's behind Lewandowski, or he's leading like in Champions League. That's a big deal.
Just because he's having a good season right now does not make him a top 5 striker in the world.
Currently, you can say currently, but not
like he is. So he's supposed to score like 10 years in a row to be considered top 5.
Well, consistency is key.
Yeah, but right now he's among the best players in the world. Like, let's be honest. Like,
wait. Let me get some of those. So your boy Sage says, "Help! Daddy Oos kidnapped me yesterday. He makes me ...
Oh,
easy. I know we're moving. Rodrigo Rodgers. Now, this is interesting. Cameroon hasn't lost a game at home since 1973, but records are made to be broken, man.
I heard Algeria is like on a crazy, like, not win streak, but
I've heard that as well.
30-something plus or something.
You know, but see, my thing about this, for me, I'm not one of these guys about, look, they don't lost since here, they're in this crazy run. Everyone can get. Remember when Real Madrid were on that crazy winning run? You will come up against someone that will beat you. Valencia came out.
Italy too, man. Italy too.
Yeah. So,
well, they won, but
and the thing is, the Algeria coach is not nose it down. You get what I'm trying to, like. I know people try to make him to be, but bro, he ain't no Zidane. Let's be honest here, bro.
Nobody says
Like,
Zidane,
come on.
but no,
Nah, like some Africans compare him to Zidane though. Like I've
Who?
actually heard some Africans.
Is it
The
because
Algeria
Don
coach.
is Algerian too?
Nah,
Okay.
they think he can do the repeat. That's why they think.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh yeah, but by the way, Juju, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
So I realize South Africa tends to do pretty poorly with qualifying for tournaments. Why is that? They have
South
like all the
Africa.
money infrastructure. Why is that?
Yeah, because
Colonialism.
no, it's still colonialism. Like, look, I don't know what's look. I think the country focuses more on rugby and
Okay.
cricket. They're good at rugby and cricket. The Bafana, like they're all right. They're all right.
Wait,
their FA charged us, yo.
is
They suspended
the likes of Morocco being slept on? Because these guys have actually a decent squad to actually do something.
No. They won't. Like,
Oh
I think,
yeah, they got a good squad.
No. Basically, I think everyone agrees that Algeria, Morocco, Senegal, and you maybe throw in Ivory Coast are amongst
Comoros as well.
the strongest teams.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of disrespect for Ivory Coast. I think they're behind Algeria. Like that game against Algeria, everyone should watch it because.
Will they function as a team? That's the thing. Will they
Yeah,
function?
that's the only problem.
My thing is you shouldn't be based on penalties. You beat it in the 90s.
Yeah, but double H. This is what you said years ago in this hangout. You said Ivory Coast is the one team that played the European style of football. You said this years ago, double H, and this in your show.
And also, let me add, and that is why Ivory Coast have always underwhelmed in African nations, because they played a very European style, and up against guys who had a strong identity, they always lost against them.
True, but they lost. Like the way they lost has been close. Like they lost on penalties. That's like that. I mean, to Algeria.
No. But what's it called? I mean, I think it was in 2010. Egypt beat them in the semis, like in extra time. So my thing is that Ivory Coast, Ivory Coast will always look good based on their players. But if you don't have your identity and you're trying to now take from another identity, you will always lose. Like if you're an African side and you're trying to be European and you go up against a good African side that's being African, you will lose. You will lose because you don't know, you can't fully mimic another culture. You can't fully mimic another culture. So and also if you now want to now play European against Europeans, you're gonna get washed. Like Senegal beat the way Senegal beats France in that opening game, O2 World Cup was let's play a Senegalese way. We can't play European, let's play a Senegalese way, and they beat France, who were the defending champions. Cameroon in 1990, how did they beat Argentina, who were defending champions, by playing the Cameroon way? So you have to always stick with your identity, bro.
Let me say something. I think the problem with that though too is I think maybe what you can say is that there's certain African countries who are better with African managers than other African countries who are not better with African managers. Because bro, I've seen my country go through Disney Plus 2 times in a row, and I'm telling you, it was horrible to watch. Like you do not want to watch that football. Lethargic, slow. They don't know how to pass. They don't know how to control. The speed of play was not there. Like it was just really, really bad to watch. So maybe
for me, I think that what Ghana just needs is a total revamp. And I think the issue with Ghana is the Ayew brothers have to be taken out of there. But my issue is, and this is the issue with a lot of sides, is there is a lot of favoritism. So whether if you're the friend of a guy, you're related to a guy, because I mean, why are the Ayew brothers still playing for Ghana? Like
no,
these guys,
they're the best strikers that they have.
And also Ghana are guys who I always knew that they used to do pretty well in the younger on the thing. So, bro, take a risk and just bring in a whole new young team. Yeah, okay, they'll do badly, but it's like what Japan did. I think it was at the Copa America or something, where they just played a very young team to give them experience for future things as well. So what you do is, which is the same thing with Nigeria. What the hell is a Igalo in this freaking team? Bring in new young guys and so who are young, hungry, and can bring in new elements and mix it with a few more experienced guys.
But don't you see? Don't you see how, because our countries don't have patience of waiting, like
Yeah, that's the thing.
the fans who support like these nations like Nigeria and Ghana, we don't have time. We don't, there's no time on our hands because we demand success immediately, immediately, immediately. And so what it happens is, if the Disney Plus coach, like the African coach, fails, then we have to literally go and get a European coach, because we feel that the players are not succeeding in the right way. They are not going, or they are not punching above their weight.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Actually, yeah. Well, let me just hit this job and I'll come to you. And shows you guys says Nigeria remind me of Turkey in the Euros. How so? When you've not actually seen them play yet. And also, bro, how I got that Turkey thing, man, I don't know, man. Because those guys, I mean, I don't know what's Turkey did. But yeah, how did it remind you of them in the Euros when you've not actually seen them play, man? Gatlock says, why is Jujuman's default to blame the manager? Hashtag Poch.
Because
because he's a PSG man. Because he's a PSG man.
True, the double edge. Because today modern football, it's like the coach makes a huge difference. If you have a proper coach, like you can have like above average players and win the whole tournament. Like the coach is pretty much like, I'd say over 50% of the team's success. Like it's so important to have a good coach. That's why.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me bring. So your boy, Identity Police Federation says, Daddy Us has been caught. Everyone is safe. Peace. Thank you, bro. Thank you, my dear. Guys, look, man, let's time to head out of here, man. Guys, look, man, we'll be back here tomorrow of a call. I wish you good luck.
Tuesday, guys. Tune in on Tuesday.
Tuesday it gets very real, man, because in Nigeria we start, and let's just hope that things go through, because if they don't, Z-Man, I'm gonna beat them.
Wait, HH, can we just ask one question? Who do you guys think is going to win it? You have to pick one team.
I said before, for me, look, you know what? I want to see every team play at least once. Because I said Cameroon before I watched Cameroon play. So I want to wait until every team has one game to say, aha, this is what they look like. So I have a feel of what their tournament thing is like. So I think that before we say who can win, let's go through seeing them after one game.
I'll say though, like my team outside of Algeria I think Ivory Coast will win it, but I'll wait and see the first game, and then next week or the week after we'll see if we change. Okay. I think Ivory Coast.
Guys, I will see you probably Monday for Morgan, but definitely Tuesday. Twitch live stream of the Nigeria game and post match. Z-Man, if we lose, I'm gonna blame you. Peace.
No, yeah.
Peace.